What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the City Life Project YouTube channel for yet another live fight companion. Joining the action here on the end of the prelim portion of this OKTAGON 71 card. Shout out to everybody who joined us for our UFC picks and predictions video. We're starting a little bit early. I was just originally going to cover the main card for this upon adjusting the schedule this morning, but hey, we're able to sneak in a little bit of action here before jumping over to the main card, and then we'll go over some of the highlights from this card later in this stream. But two judge had it for Stains going into the third round here. Stains with a nice 1-2, and he hurt Nafuka, actually forcing him to grapple, but Nafuka again takes Stains to the ground. A pretty good fight so far here. So not over finding out you're brown. Don't worry, I'll be thrown in Guantanamo soon. Actually, before I get thrown in Guantanamo, I'm gonna die before I'm 35. So I'll be dead before I'm thrown in Guantanamo. 3:22 on the clock. Ref separates them. They're back up to their feet. Stains looking for a right to the body. Oh, a nice straight left jab by Stains. Oh, a nice 1-2 by Stains. Fuck, he's big for 155. Left jab. Right hand by Stains. Just absolutely ripping through the guard of Nafuka on the feet. Another 1-2 by Stains. 240. We must meet up before you croak. Oh, yeah. Like in 2 years, maybe even less, dude. I am withering away. 2 minutes and 35 seconds. If I can see Mikuru Asakura get one win in the UFC before I die, I'd be happy. So we're good. We're good. The fight's still going on. 226, a low kick by Stains. Fight's still going on. Stains is up on two judges' scorecards. And George Stains is winning this third round. Outboxing Nafuka on the feet. Nafuka couldn't even get a body kick there. Low kick by Stains. Left jab by Stains. Round 3, buddy. 158. Stains pressuring Nafuka backwards. He is, well, there's open scoring in OKTAGON. Stains is up 2 rounds on 2 judges' scorecards going into the third. We got 1 minute 45 on the clock here. And Nafuka trying to push forward here and get something going here. That is true. That is true. 133. Left single leg attempt by Nafuka, but he just seems too tired at this point. Bro, I bought the pay-per-view and it's in worse quality than the totally legal streams out there. 118. And I'm like 5 seconds behind on the English side. Get it together, OKTAGON. Oh, standing guillotine. Stains. Guillotine. Drops to the ground. Honestly, Nafuka is smart to drop to the ground there. Hey, what's up, Gökhan? Good to see you. That would age you horribly and make you like WWE. Again, I don't understand the... I never understood it as a kid. I don't understand it as an adult. Oh, and there's the takedown by Nafuka. Yo, what's up, Thomas? Dun, 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 dun. And Nate Diaz combined. Salam alaikum. All right. 32 seconds on the clock. Yeah, it's I was gonna say a thick bitch, but it's just strong. But it's good. It's actually Costco's Pacific blend. I did. It just keeps going out of, like, it's just because it just keeps buffering. It's like behind a second and buffering. I set it to the highest. Oh, Nafuka. I didn't land a strike there. Had an opportunity to land an elbow. 3, 2, 1, and the 20 to 30 seconds of control time in the third round did not outweigh the striking from George Stains. Good display of respect between both these guys, and George Stains should take this one. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Usually I don't have an issue with OKTAGON, but I was having issues. It wasn't on the regular rotation for me, and I think their streams are only like $15 USD. It was 366 check whatever. So we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I never, because I watched fighting before WWE. Like I watched, you know, my dad would show me act like fighting, and I did martial arts. I just always thought it was a stupid. So even some of my friends who liked it as a kid, I would just make fun of them. Golly, mine was slow at first earlier. Yeah, thanks for. Well, I mean, thanks for always help, my man. George Staines is so good. I watched his last 3 fights before this one, and yeah, he's so good. And I love how he's in OKTAGON and not Cage Warriors, man. Ripped it up as an amateur. Go 16-1. And only losing to like a pretty good opponent now who's... has he even gone pro yet? He's still just ripping up on the amateur scene? What the fuck? We're still waiting for the official decision. Yo, what's up, Activate A? Sorry I'm late. We're still waiting the decision, but George Staines should win this one. George Staines is the easy 30-27 times 2 and 129-28. There it is. We don't have the official decision just yet, but that's what it's going to be, ladies and gentlemen. That is what it's going to be. How's it going, by the way, Christian? How's your day going, sir? Good performance indeed. And yeah, it should be an upset in front of the German crowd here. No way, he's just spawn camping amateurs, right? 100%. I was the kid being like, that's not real, but, you know. And George Staines wins unanimous decision. But like, I celebrated a Persian holiday growing up, so I only celebrated Christmas with like my mom's side of the family. But like early on, I was like getting detention in freaking grade 1, 2, and 3 because I was making kids cry saying that Santa Claus isn't real. That or I'm like the worst kid in the world because I never got no fucking Santa Claus gift. I was like, my grandma gave me a gift. So I got in trouble on radio too because I let that slip. I was doing a radio job in college, and I like went on some rant. I don't know, I made some comparison about like trade aspirations for like a player for the Canucks were as real as the Easter Bunny and Santa Claus, and the radio station called me. They're like, families listen to the station. I'm like, oh shit, oops. Yo, what's up, Trap Flitch? When is Denis going to fight? 1, 2, 3, 4 more fights. 4 more fights. Yes, he just won. Beers later, my man. Not giving the youngins a chance. Nafuka lost, yes. Dude, the axe kick was insane. If we have a little bit of buffer time, we'll go over some of the highlights. XTB, don't copyright me, okay? We're reacting to them. Even more so, though, because probably was a few years when I got started watching it. Yeah, because I'm a couple years older. But even so, like, you grew up on Ultimate Fighter like myself. Look, if I didn't do martial arts as a kid, my dad wasn't like a psycho watching it when I was so young and when he was young, maybe I would have watched WWE, but I feel like I still just would have been like, eh. But anyways, long and the short of it, I do not understand the hype that it gets today. That's, I don't know. Even from kids, it's like, why are you watching that when there's real fighting on? Why are you watching that when there's real fighting on? No, he hasn't fought yet, buddy. He hasn't fought yet. Not yet. We haven't even started the main card yet. This was, I believe, the last fight on the prelims. I had a bet on the guy who got axe kicked. Was a pick'em odds. That comeback was sweet. All right, I'm going to get a poll question up, and I've asked you guys this before, but I feel like the gap is narrowing, you know, every year. Shit, every couple months now. Them promoting Denis Frimpong is pretty smart since a lot of people know about him because of the Patty interaction. Yep, absolutely. And being German here in... He's German, right? No, he's not even German. For some reason, I thought he trained... Does he train? No, he trains out of Ireland. Never mind. For some reason, I thought he was German. Because I was going to say that would have worked perfectly. Well, maybe if OKTAGON does go to like Ireland eventually. Or again, I should say. Haven't they been there once before? Put Flurry and this guy on the card. Hell yeah, hell yeah. I watched just the KO. Someone posted the finish on Twitter. But yes, smart. Yeah, dude, I got fucking detention shit. It was stupid. Teachers would get mad at me, and I was like, yeah, you telling these kids lies, man. And my grandpa would always pick me up. My grandpa, he was from the States, but he visited a lot, and he'd just pick me up and chuckle. Be like, you're a menace. Yo, what's up, GCN MMA picks? Yo, I was hoping you'd stop by again if you're still here. Dude, shout out to our friend GCN MMA picks, longtime subscriber, and I'm so happy to hear that you received clearance from your cardiologist to return to kickboxing for the first time in 2 years post your surgery, man. It's like, it warms my fucking heart that your heart is working again and that you're able to train, man. That is fucking awesome. Shout out to GCN picks. Like, dude, even if we see an endless amount of knockouts today, like, this is the best part of the day right here. So, and Peak Master, salut mon ami, good to see you as well. Sorry, I skipped over you earlier. Yeah, let's get to the next fight, guys. Let's get to the next fight. We have a little bit of time. I was already there. We have a little bit of time. Hopefully they don't take like 15 minutes, but we are officially on the main card now. WWE talk is making me remember when after joining WWE and then saying there's no way these arm bars will work, and then Vince had her scripted to lose a fight via arm bar. Yo, 14 months as a member. Got a unit on Mudroch at -120, fingers crossed. Yo, shout out to GCN MMA picks. I'm doing awesome. That's great to hear the good health news from your cardiologist. Yep, thank you for that, my friend. It's incredible what doctors can do. Gonna find this. We're gonna watch the stream till UFC starts. Hell yeah, dude. And we will be doing UFC as well. The stream isn't public yet, but it's up, it's ready, it's locked and loaded. And right after this wraps up, so I think UFC is what, in like 2 hours? Then we'll jump over to UFC. Yo, what's up, Justin? Good to see you, dude. Good to see you. All right, so it does look like we're gonna have a few minutes of the panel talking here. So we'll quickly highlight these next two fighters, then we'll look up some highlights of this card. Fuck, the last time I showed like even knockouts from OKTAGON, they dinged my shit. But you know what? You know what? Fuck them. Okay, now they're showing a preview for the next OKTAGON card. Okay, we have Ozan Aslaner, who's 9-5 as a pro, German fighter, so they're gonna put him on this card. 3-2 in his last 5. He did win his last fight. 5 KO TKOs, 0 submissions, and 4 decisions. 1-1 in the promotion, 2-3-1 in GMC, and 4-0 in RFC. Split decision against a 5-3 guy in his last fight before then. Lost 2 in a row to just experienced fighters. Beat a 9-2 guy before then. Draw with an 8-2. Honestly, he's fought like decent guys throughout his career. Like, once he took a step up, respect FC. What the fuck, bro? He took a step up in competition and he continued to fight decent opponents. Thomas Mudroch, 6-1 as a pro out of the Czech Republic. 4-1 in his last 5 fights on a 4-fight win streak. 4 KO TKOs, 2 submissions, 0 decisions. That's what we like to see. 1-0 in OKTAGON, had a great debut. It was a beautiful, beautiful knockout. It was a beautiful knockout. Yo, OKTAGON 72 is fucking stacked. Buchinger's back. Penage is back. Kinsella is back. Vemol, oh my god, they're fighting for the 3rd time. That's crazy. Yeah, dude, that's a sick main card, actually. Overall in his career, hasn't fought the best competition, but is way more dangerous, in my opinion. So we're going with Tomáš, or Mudroch. Did I say Murdoch before? Jeez. Mudroch to win this one. Hell yeah, Chris. See, I was friends with all the indigenous kids for the most part. I get fireworks from their parents, cigarettes from their uncle to sell, actually, because I never smoked, to slang, and hockey jerseys. So many Canucks jerseys. I'd wash them up a bit and then we'd resell them. Me and my friends were just hustling through fucking high school. Remember, grade 8 was like Walmart Pop. Grade 9 was like, I think, Canucks jerseys and fireworks. 10 was smokes. And then 11, 12 was just more jerseys that we'd flip. They usually stack the Carlos card. 72 is going to be great. I'm trying to remember the school that, like, in my graduating class that had, I think it was Mountain View. I wasn't tight with any of the Mountain View kids because I went to ND, right? I wasn't, so we had like everybody, so many different high schools or so many different elementary schools. So I wasn't friends with like any of them, like maybe like one or two. So those are the kids that not that I had any issues with anyone in high school and then really at all. Few scraps here and there, but it was mostly younger. Popular kid in high school, not a big deal, but but yeah, but other than like a few little scraps here, some of the Mountain View kids. No, there's like elementary school called Mountain View where I'm from. I mean, I had friends because played footy with them. They always had great tournaments that I had embellished my nativeness so I could play with them. Attaboy. Yeah, my friend, not footy, but lacrosse, right? And like, it's crazy that like that national tournament in Canada, where like the WLA plays the Ontario League, and they play like the Northern Territory League, and like all the indigenous kids from and young guys from the Northern League just come and clean up on the Western League and or Ontario every year. Hey, yes, Gökhan's fighting coming up as well. Hey, you took on the biggest kid. Respect, because they're usually the biggest kids. At least where we grew up in BC, anyways. Who do you guys got in this one? I'm going with the favorite as well. GCN picks that he got him at minus 120. All right, now I'm going to fire up Twitter here. By the way, vote in the poll question. Which promotion is the best? We're going with, well, actually, you guys will see. I've done this poll before, but I feel like the tides have turned. The tables have turned. The tides have turned. The tables have turned. There you go. Poll question's up. Patty on the juices on Octagon 70, or is that Octagon 72? UFC is by far the best, but aside from UFC, I don't even think UFC, as far as like the skill on the roster, yes. As far as it being the best to watch, it's not even close. I would way rather watch a lot more, 4 more regional promotions in particular than the UFC. Because the regional is just more exciting, right? They go balls to the wall, less to lose, showcasing, right? Whether they're a staple on that scene or still working their way up. LFA is in North America, but also Brazil. They travel a little bit. Yeah, for me, my favorite promotions, it's Ryzen, KSW, Deep, Black Combat. Yes, Black Combat has jumped the UFC, then the UFC, then probably Octagon, and then just like a ton of good regionals, that I like as well. Same kids in Europe playing basketball and footy, rugby, I guess, too. Yep. Juice Patty made me some money the last time he fought. He was the dog somehow. How long do you think he's going to stay at lightweight? I think we see him at 170 at one point in his MMA career. Yo, LFA and Cage Warriors are really good as well. I actually like LFA a little bit more. The difference is Cage Warriors like develops their guys, and then I don't want to say like gives them cans, but like really like they develop like regional stars, whereas LFA will kind of bring in, kind of like Ryzen, bring in a lot of people for like 1 to 2 fights and then claim them as their own. But in doing that, I just feel like it's higher competition pool than in Cage Warriors, where it's just a different model where it's more curated to build up guys, which for the most part make their way to the UFC, which is kind of the relationship between Cage Warriors and the UFC right now. Whereas LFA is too, but I feel like the UFC is always like, we can always pluck guys from LFA because they always have the highest level regional guys. Like, we'll bring in the best guy from Shuto, Brazil, bring the best guy from fucking Fury for the last 2 years, you know? So I would love to see LFA go head to head with Cage Warriors. Like, 4 of their champs go head to head. That would be really fun. UFC is the most talented, Ryzen is the most entertaining.
Exactly that.
Cage Warriors is my favorite, but maybe that's just my British bias. Cage Warriors, the last 3 years for me, or last 2 years for me, it like plateaued, I would say in like 2023, early 2024, and then started to like dip last year. I hate watching PFL. Yeah, PFL overall just fucking sucks. Wait, Jolton Luderbach is in OKTAGON? Fuck, remember the UFC signed him, but then he pissed hot? Zumagulov also. Dude, 73 is stacked. Brito against Luderbach. Zumagulov fighting for the flyweight title. Dude, that's a sick card. Eklund against Pukac. I bought the pay-per-view, but Shem show's not fighting for another 2 more fights. Or 3 more fights, sorry. Dude, that'll be fun. Try to find one at the O2. Hopefully going with Fight Night, Frankie, and Musical. Nice. Yeah, both those guys are beauties. I feel like the KSW is the most obvious juicers. Yes, and that's why it's my second favorite league. Which I feel like every league should be like KSW. LFA got Rodrigo Vera, the FFC legend, on the next LFA card. Don't develop talent. Usually they just know how to find it from other organizations. Exactly. And so very different models, but I kind of like watching LFAs more. You know what I mean? Because you'll see some high-level fights in Cage Wars for sure. But other than the Hardwick brothers who just like take on everybody, for the most part, they're not putting prospect versus prospect. Whereas like LFA doesn't give a fuck. They'll make Japanese style matchups and like really, really good matchups. One championship is not the best. It is, if we're talking MMA organization, it is not even an MMA organization anymore. So it was crazy as one championship used to be like, I would say second to the UFC with MMA or neck and neck with Bellator. And again, it's a huge gap. I get it, but still. And now their MMA is non-existent. All their fighters are locked in Chatri's jail, ball and fucking chain, bro. Their Muay Thai is amazing though. Their Muay Thai is amazing. I like one, but we're talking MMA here. One is no longer an MMA organization. Let's be perfectly clear. They are a Muay Thai organization now. And it's crazy that they just now refuse to give their MMA fighters who are, again, lock and key, ball and chain in Chatri jail. They refuse to give them fights because they can't pay them. Because you can't pay 5,000 fucking baht to Kwanwan Il, or like John Lineker wasn't getting fights that he decided, fuck it, I'll take a pay cut and fight Muay Thai. It's crazy. Yeah, still kicks ass, but again, different conversation entirely. We're not comparing Muay Thai organizations. We're comparing MMA organizations. LFA next card is pretty stacked. It also got Carlos Petrozella. ACA is good. The thing about ACA, high ceiling, low floor. Either the fights are awful because the refs do not separate them ever. And so fighters take advantage of that, or the fights are absolute wars with insane finishes. Crazy how one didn't capitalize on no Bellator and PFL being whack. Agreed. I think they're just, dude, like they've had to move their center of operations to Singapore to Thailand because they don't have any more money. And they keep spending all that investor money so quickly that now they're starting to get better because they're paying Thai fighters in baht and they ain't having to pay millions or hundreds of thousands anymore. Very, very little, right? They don't got to fucking give Mikey Musumeci 50 grand anymore. Although I do think losing him was a loss just because of insane that it brought non-jiu-jitsu eyes to like one's friggin' grappling. It'll be gone in about 5 to 6 years, I bet. I think one honestly will be around well after I die. But I think it's going to be just Muay Thai with maybe like a super MMA fight. Super MMA fight, you know what I mean? Like one random MMA fight where they bring in a guy for like one fight deal sort of thing. A retired name, you know what I mean? Like, for example, if Ryan Bader wasn't going to Ryzen, you know, you have a full Muay Thai card, but like on the main card or like the featured prelim, make it like Ryan Bader versus like fucking Rug or some shit. I don't know. Maybe not Rug, but you know, one of their heavyweights that like who gives a fuck about, but like you just bring a name against Malik and whatever. The old Scotty Coker Bellator early days model, and maybe some just don't even have MMA on it at all. But like free Andrade, free Quan Wan Mexico. Honestly, I thought you were like, hey, thank you so much for coming to the stream. I want to say that you're an absolute beauty, but man, you got to start using that brain of yours, Mexico. Bro, you typed it. You typed it. Nah, bro, it works. It's just not showing this event, that's all. Octagon, KSW, Ryzen, LFA, and Deep are my top 5, no particular order. Because like I can fire up that page right now, PPV plug. Boom. But only UFC's on there right now, and I have ESPN Plus, so I'm just gonna watch it there. Cage Wars and UFC for me. You introduced me to a lot of other promotions. I'm slowly trying to look at them all. Oh, good to see you, Mexico. Good to see you. Yeah, Octagon's not. Yeah, I was gonna say, bro. you literally wrote it. Yeah, KSW and Octagon have been cracking down on their totally illegal distribution lately. I believe this pay-per-view was only like $15 USD. It was 366 Czech whatever. I just bought it. I said fuck it. It just has a different dot, a couple different letters, PPV plug, that's all. But it's the same. I'm pretty sure it's even the same people, or like they spawn. People who run this one spawn from the same community. But yeah, I really thought it was going to be new number 2 promotion. I started watching Amazon Prime because they had a few solid ass cards. Yep. Dude, when I started streaming, one on Prime Video 1 was an amazing card. Yeah, BKFC has grown way bigger than I thought it would, and I love it. And I'm hoping Ice Wars grows as well. We'll be covering Ice Wars, was it July 15th or 13th or something like that? Or no, it's June. Isn't Ice Wars in like a month? Hold on. Ice Wars. When is the fucking fight? June 14th and June 28th. Dude, we got back-to-back Ice Wars, motherfucker. Let's go. I can't wait. Yo, what's up, Mike? Saturday fight weekend. Enjoy the fights in your weekend. Hit that like. Yes, thank you, Mike. Hope you're having a great Saturday. How was your week, dude? I can't wait. UFC drops ESPN for Netflix, and we get a cross promotion between WWE, Raw, and the UFC. I mean, I don't give a fuck about WWE personally, but it would be nice for it to be on Netflix. Bro, we got MF Doom fighting here at heavyweight. Try and again, it's not on here, PPV plug. This particular show, but always great fights and cards compared to boxing, especially Ice Wars will be hype as fuck, dude. I'm so stoked because like the Ice Wars clips before they were with BKFC were fucking badass, dude. Now it's bare knucks. Before they were fighting with MMA gloves. Those are like 2 or 3 rounds with MMA gloves. Now it's bare fucking knucks, dude. And I think they dropped the tournament format and they're just doing just matchups. All right, the next 2 fighters are about to make their walkouts now. We already went over them here, so let's just watch some fucking Ice Wars, baby. So BKFC bought Ice Wars, guys, so they're gonna start hosting fights like this, but bare.
Check's only 5'7", but he comes wailing away. Oh, he wanted to keep throwing, even though Cornell.
Arena fans hanging over the fucking boards, bud.
on the ACHA level in North
Bare
Dakota.
Knucks now. Oh, it's going to be awesome. I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Check comes in. All these guys are feisty.
We got 2 back-to-back cards. One in June, one in July. Yo, good to see you, Taco. Hey, you're the man, PPV plug. I'll make mini meat pies. Oh yeah, by the way, drop the name of your channel again in the chat, and everyone go subscribe to Chris Gray's channel. I'm gonna make mini meat pies and strawberry shortcake for the first post on my Instagram. Here, I'll drop the link as well. All right, cold open for the first fight is on right now, guys. Let me know who you're picking in this one. Never heard of that. So it originated in the 90s. Goon 2 like made fun of it, and then it was rebooted for 2-3 shows. Some ownership and financial issues made it lay dormant for a couple years, and Ice Wars bought it. And what's the name? Galante, the guy who was like the teenager GM of the Danbury Trashers, he's the new matchmaker. Let the games begin. Here go Ozan Aslaner making his walkout now. Speaking of meat pies, that was a 3-pound one I just left in the... Oh, Jesus.
Emotional.
Yes, how's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Okay, finally got the link, Chris. Guys, go subscribe to the newest and greatest. Oh, for fuck's sakes, bro. Here we go. Food channel on YouTube. Get in there early so you can have bragging rights once he hits 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, no problem, no problem. Oh, wait, no, you're saying to Mike. Again, 9-5-1. He's the home crowd fighter here, guys. The home crowd fighter with knockout power, okay? With knockout power. Did well in RFC. Has done okay in the other 2 leagues, but he is in the cage now. Tomáš is making his walkout next. Smash that like button if you guys haven't already. Subscribe to the channel. We will be covering UFC after this. I will make that stream public towards the end of this stream. There might be some overlap. Honestly, I'm probably going to ride out the OKTAGON stream, and then we'll start UFC after that. So there's plenty of other UFC streams for you guys to hang out in. But we'll make the UFC stream public, and we'll literally jump right to that when the OKTAGON stream is done. But if we get, because there's quite a few fights on the main card here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fight main card. It's pretty run of the mill. If we get a lot of finishes, we might make it, we might miss like 1 or 2 prelims for the UFC. OKTAGON has been doing better managing their buffer time on their main card. Sometimes they'll do like 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, and it's just like, for fuck's sakes, bro. But yes. He will be the next Canadian Gordon Ramsay. His name's actually Mudroch. But I defaulted to Murdoch as well. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but Mudroch. I butchered the Polish and Czech names, guys. So my apologies. Dude, people in the live chat last week were like, learn the fucking names or don't go live. I'm like, Jesus, bro. I'm trying here. I'm trying. You know how many freaking Russian, Brazilian, Thai names I read every week, bro? Actually, at that point, you'd think I'd be good at pronouncing them all at this point. I can't see, let alone spell. All right. Both these fighters are in the cage. Pretty much the same size here. Pretty much the same size. Or actually, no. Mudroch is a little bit taller and has 2 inches of reach. All right, guys. think everyone here is going for the slight favorite. We're all going against the home crowd here in Munich. Oh yeah, how many people does this arena seat? Dude, OKTAGON goes to just the craziest fucking arenas. Whoops. Huh? How many people does this one seat? All right, so this one's only 6,500 people, but they've gone to like 50,000+. 20K. Rocking a whopping 12 subs now. Nothing can stop me. I'm on my way, bro. Guys, go subscribe. It's in the chat. Go subscribe to our boy, Chris Gray. Remember that dude was like, bro, why haven't you been Korean MMA promotion if you're not Korean? Yeah, that was a weird one. I think they were just surprised because I don't think that they think that we give a fuck about Black Combat. Little do they know Black Combat is way more entertaining than the UFC. And I'd rather watch Black Combat than the UFC all day, every day, because Black Combat is real MMA. They aren't a disgrace to the sport like the UFC is. No, this is actually a Czech promotion. But they have a lot of Germans on the roster, and they go to Germany, they go to Slovakia. They go all around that region. Mudroch looks a lot bigger in the weigh-ins, and you know what? He is a lot taller than I expected here. Shadow Live is saying after his Rising contract ends, he wants to go to the UFC, and you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. And you know what's crazy? Ryzen usually doesn't hold guys to their contracts, but they know what they got in this kid. All right, 4 minutes and 50 seconds on the clock. Mexico, you got to buy the pay-per-view. I bought the pay-per-view. 4 minutes and 47 seconds on the clock. High kick. But Mudroch, I couldn't find one, dude, so I bought the pay-per-view. 4 minutes and 39 seconds. Oh, big left by Aslaner. Aslaner with the left of the body. Looking for the clinch here is Mudroch. Mudroch with the flying knee attempt, but he just missed. Body kick by Mudroch. Low kick. Nice job with the kicks here. Oh, oblique kick. Spamming kicks to the lead right leg of Aslaner. Aslaner with the left hand. Aslaner trying to go for the level change, but Mudroch keeps him at range. 407. Another low kick. Dude, these kicks by Mudroch are insane. Spammed him like most people spam jabs. Oh, he's going for the high kick there. Blocked by Aslaner. Oh, he eats a left by Aslaner. Oh, Aslaner with a nice 1-2. Sends Mudroch on the back foot. Sends Mudroch to actually shoot for a single leg. Aslaner, good takedown defense so far. Wasn't able to be tripped. And finally, Mudroch takes him to the ground. Mudroch to the right elbow. Aslaner trying to push himself back up to his knees, and he does. Controlling the neck right now is Mudroch. As soon as Aslaner can get that right knee up, though, Mudroch can land knees, but he escapes, separate, and Aslaner moving forward, swinging with the right uppercut, or the left uppercut. The fight's still going on, buddy. Mudroch looking for the takedown again. A nice scramble by Aslaner, but Mudroch lands a right hand and drops him. Right hand! Aslaner's down! Aslaner's down! Hit is all over! Hit is all over! Brutal! Brutal! Oh my God! Holy fuck, dude. That right hand dropped him, and I think he was out before the follow-ups. I think he was out before the follow-ups, dude. Damn. Yeah, he's way taller than I expected. Yo, thank you so much for the $1, my man. 14 months member and $1 from GCN MMA picks. Thank you so much, brother. Thank you so much. What a way to start off the main card, ladies and gentlemen. What a way to start off the main card. He is sick. Yes, he did. Knockout in the first round. And he ate some shots. Take a look at the replay. We're just watching the replays. Yeah, that right hand. Dude, he was out. He was out. There's been some brutalities on this card. Sheesh. Kind of like how his last fight went in OKTAGON. Yep. Yes, I forget the name of it, but the one that's like right in front of the Port Theater. That's only really open in the summer. They're really good. Fuck, what's the other one? The Dinghy Dock ones are pretty good as well. But the one that is literally like right where the ferry is to Protection Island and right in front of the Port Theater, that's just, it's not open during the winter because it's just chilling. That one is damn good, dude. That one is damn good. I forget what it's called, though. Hopefully it's still open. I mean, who knows these days? Right hook from hell. Indeed. Yeah, that was awesome. I feel like I'm missing an obvious seafood place in Nanaimo now. Tomáš won, yes, TKO. Right hook from hell. Fucking love Pantera. All right, we have a catchweight fight in the next one at 160 pounds. Gökhan Aksu versus Ognjen Dimić. I think I nailed that. Oh my God, what is my translation now? Okay, there we go. Now it's back to English. All right, we got the Austrian Aksu against the Serbian Dimić. Rest in peace, Dimebag Daryl. I saw Pantera this summer. I saw Five Finger Death Punch, Metallica, and Pantera. It was awesome. Dude, and if you want to do other restaurants in Nanaimo, like, you got to go to the Yum Yum's chicken place right next to the Vault. You got to go to that Japanese place next to Leaf near Quarterway. And you got to go to that fucking Korean place that opened next to Popeyes. All those are like unreal. And maybe like when Bin4 does their like craziest burger. One that you know might not be like the greatest, but something that maybe will get clicks. I remember in Victoria, the same owners used to have a pasta place. All like, just like handmade pasta and everything called, I think it was called Lot 9. And it was right across the street from Bin4 in Victoria. Not the one downtown, but the one in the hotel. I forget what mall it's called. But anyways, off one of the highways near Uptown. And yeah, that place was fucking good, man. And the same deal after 9, it was like a half portion of pasta for like $8 or something if you bought a drink. So that place was good too. They had like a saffron Alfredo that was to die for. I have not been to a Sizzler. What was the chat? Yeah, I'm sure he was just shocked it wasn't a fellow Asian watching those fights, but they will learn sooner or later that city life. Oh yes, with that we don't discriminate around. I think that too with Black Combat. Because I think the Road FC fans know that, like, okay, UFC fans watch this, and like Road FC has a lot more international talent. But having said that, Black Combat featured a lot of Brazilians on the card. Now I don't look Brazilian. I ain't that brown, but but having said that, dude, the Yum Yum's chicken is. Have you had the Gangsta sandwich, dude? Their beer there is really good too. They had there's a nitro stout that they have. It's unreal. Unreal. Yeah, dude, the gangsta sandwich and the Yum Yum chicken. Dude, I used to muck so much fucking Yum Yum chicken from that place. And the gangsta sandwich, like every time I eat it, I get like Nothing But a Gangster Party start playing in my head, you know? One time I actually asked them to play some Warren G while I was eating the sandwich. And you know what? They were that cool that they complied and let me plug in my fucking phone or iPod at the time. It was awesome. Because my office actually used to be just up the road, Chris. So I used to like literally like a block away. Like that building right in front of that shitty where New York style pizza was and where the church is downtown. There's an office building and I think it has like an escape room in it. Right in front of that shitty, like I guess it's car repair place right near the bridge. Literally that building was my office. Back in the day. Back in the day. So it was dope riding my bike down from College Heights to downtown, and it was a bitch fucking riding back up. Uphill the entire way. And once I got to VIU, I was like, oh, fuck, man, I did not sign up for this shit. Anyways, no one knows what I'm talking about. I ran a podcast network. I co-founded and managed about 100 creators, so mostly just chilling on my computer. But we had it was actually a dope office. We had a kitchen in it. We had a pretty big like office space room, couch and TV to watch sports when they were going on. And then there was a whole sub room next to it that we turned into a studio, which I can even show you guys what it looked like. The next two fighters haven't even made their walkouts yet, guys. We'll highlight them literally in 2 minutes here. But my old studio... Dude, my old studio was balling as fuck. I do miss it. We got a deal on rent for the office because that studio room used to just be storage. And we were like, yo, if we clean it up, literally throw everything out of this bitch, can we just use it as a studio? And they were like, and the landlord was like, yeah, of course. And then we're like, are you going to add it extra to our rent? And he's like, nah, dude. So here, let's see if I can find. Yeah, so this was the old studio. Back in Canada. I don't know why it's not going full. YouTube's just been so buggy the last couple of days, but I don't know why this isn't going full screen. It should. This is so whack. Anyways, this was the studio. It was pretty dope. At one point, we had a table in there, I think, too. It went through a couple changes. Cold open for the next fight starting, by the way. Let's see. I might have one quick clip of what the studio looked like before. All right, finally, fighters are making their walkout. Finally. Oh, I can't believe I found this. But yeah, the studio is what it looked like before. These videos are actually on my second, like the backup channel. See, I think there's a full shot here. What the fuck? Oh, yeah. That was a shout out to producer Pigeon. But yeah, so this was the OG look before we added some extra lights and bullshit. And here now I'm sitting in my fucking bedroom. We've gone backwards. Yo, what's up, Exploring the Cog? Good to see you. All right, we got Ognjen Dimić up against Gökhan Aksu in this catchweight fight at 160 pounds. Dimić is out of Serbia. He's 8-3-1 as a pro. 2-1-1-1 in his last 5 fights. Okay, so like what the fuck, bro? But anyways, 4 KO, TKO, 1 submission, 3 decisions, 7-2 in Serbian Battle Championship. So ripped up that regional promotion, but lost his first fight in Octagon to a decent opponent in Agi Sadari. Hasn't had a really good run in the last couple of years, though. And even fought in some bare knuckle boxing where he lost a split decision in. Gökhan Aksu, 12-6-1 as a pro. Hailing from Austria, 33 years of age. 4-1 in his last 5. He is on a 4-fight win streak. Mind you, not beating the best guys, but he hits hard, as we know. 9 KO TKOs, 3 submissions, and 0 decisions, ladies and gentlemen. Finishes all his opponents, or, well, gets finishes, as he's only lost 1 decision. 1-0 in OKTAGON, 4-1 in Inferno Fighting Championship, as well as in Austrian Fight League. He went 2-0-1. He was the Inferno champ, and actually he beat a decent opponent to get that belt. Fought in Brave, GMC. He was a champion Austrian FC, which again, he fought a good opponent for the title there. Fought in Centurion, which he lost. But you know what? Like, his development is actually pretty decent. He's fought a lot of really good opponents. Coming over to OKTAGON after winning the Inferno title and sneaking in one more fight. Came in, fought a meh opponent, but still. I'm going with the favorite in this one. I'm going Austria. Oh, yeah. That's where he met Andrew B. Was the THPN days. Yeah, Gangster Sandwich looks amazing. No way I don't get that for food review channel. Dude, I'm sure they'd hook you up with some stuff if you, like, talk to them ahead of time about doing some review stuff. Just say that you have my channel. And, I got like 16,000 subscribers. And I'm from Nanaimo, blah, blah, blah. And you can even show them some video shit of, like, Nanaimo. Then they'll be like, oh, fuck. And then you can just get a bunch of food for free because you're posting it on a platform. And just just never send them the link. And there you go. Yeah, I didn't listen too much because I was streaming as well, but I was sharing a link and I saw you were live, so I went and liked it, said what's up. Guys, go check out Exploring the Cause channel. Weekly shows, as well as, like, not daily streams, but a lot of streams as well. Back in the good old day, I'm working on my L right now because it expired, so probably getting a bike to whip around town. Fuck, I got a bike for sale. It is true. Dude, honestly, when I lived and worked downtown area, I didn't have a car. I mean, it was in the garage uninsured. Sounds good. Well, I was covering SodaPod for a long, long time. SodaPod is, dude, like, people don't understand. I put way more time into managing the SodaPod network and have for the last 6 years than City Life. City Life is like the third string on my responsibilities. It's like work, like managing SodaPod network, and then City Life's the fun stuff. So yeah, so while the THPN shit was going on, I was also covering the Minnesota Wild for that network. So that's kind of how it all started. And then I connected with my co-host, who eventually took 50% of the network, because we went into, like, business together, managing it as less of a show and more of like there's multiple shows on the network that I don't even, like, sometimes I'll do a show, but, like, I'm the producer now of the network, where he's kind of the host and manager. And then we have an editor now. Shout out to Mateo. Some of you might recognize Mateo. Okay, both of these fighters are finally in the cage, ladies and gentlemen. They're being announced right now. Let me know your pick in the live chat. Are you going with the favorite? Are you going with the underdog? Are you rooting for anyone in particular? Or are you just hoping for a good fight? Don't forget to vote in the poll question as well. I still think KSW reigns supreme. I know Activate A is going to roll his eyes at me, but I do. OKTAGON is getting there. Oh, Isha, how could you pick KSW? They broke the record and for the biggest show ever and this and this and that. Look, I get it. They're awesome. I still think KSW is still leading the race, just ever so slightly. I'm going for a Bolivia win. Well, just tell them that until you get in the door and get the free food. After that, that's the home stretch. All right, round 1, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's get it all.
Dude, I do that all the time for SodaPod. Yeah, I'm going to post it on City Life. Post it on the 3,000 subscriber channels. I get free food all the time. We actually just filmed another food review. Oh, nice knee by Aksu. Dimić, already taking some damage. Low kick by Dimić. Step back left, doesn't land clean. Looking for the takedown by Dimić, and a left knee by Aksu, followed by a right uppercut. Aksu straight left. Aksu looking for that follow-up left hook. Low kick, but Dimić doesn't pull the trigger. Dimić looking for the double leg. Oh, another knee by Aksu. Or Aksu, sorry. Aksu. 3 knees have landed so far. Left jab by Aksu. Looking for a knee by Dimić. Counter right by Aksu. Aksu the left uppercut. Aksu holding on to the wrists of Dimić to try to land that left hand. Yeah, he was actually successful with one of those shots. 4 minutes and 12 seconds. Again, looking for the takedowns. Dimić, but right uppercut after right uppercut by Aksu. He drops Dimić. Dimić on his back now looking for an arm. Arm bar by Dimić. He's looking for it. Nice scramble by Aksu to get out of it. On his back is Dimić and Aksu. Oh, invites him back up to his feet, but then lands a right hand. I don't think it hurt Dimić too much. Dimić still on his back. Aksu deciding if he's going to follow him to the ground. He's kicking his leg right now. Aksu. $336. For me, living in Canada is the dream, but it's being able to afford to live in Canada is the dream. Not to say I don't like the States. I love the States, which is why I'm here, but I would rather live on Vancouver Island. The most beautiful place on the planet. 316, looking for the takedown by Dimić. KSW is underrated. Cage Wars. See, I don't think Cage Wars is that good anymore, to be honest. I think the last 2 years they've dipped quite a bit where shit, man, even some Fury FC champions would beat some of these Cage Warriors champs. I still think it's better organization than Fury FC. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, the last 2 years they've plateaued and dipped quite a bit. Like I don't even think Cage Wars holds. I think Cage Wars is more on FEN level than Octagon and KSW these days. I do think they'll rise again. You know, every MMA organization comes in waves. Like Fury FC used to be absolute trash a few years ago. Now it's really, really good. Continuing to try to grapple. Here's Dimić to look for the takedown. Turn down the brightness, bro. Turn down the brightness. And getting the takedown is Dimić. Dimić now looking for a neck, but back up to his feet is Aksu. Oh, knee! Aksu with another knee! Dimić covering up. Hammer fist. Aksu. Hammer fist. It is all over. It is all over. Another knee. Oh, my God. Holy fuck. What a card, dude. What a card. And we missed some of the prelims, guys. Holy shit. Big knee. Dude, KSW is so good. Yeah. And I hope they do another epic card and a Coliseum card soon because those two are sick. UFC needs to invest more in Poland, Georgia, and Armenia. And you know what? Slowly but surely they have, but you're right. They need to invest more. This card has been fire. Unreal, dude. Holy. Like, how good has this card been, man? How good has this card been? Like, started off with a bang, then another knockout. I didn't watch this fight. I'm not going to lie. Boom. 19-second knockout. George Stanis put on a great performance overall. Nafuka made it difficult for him in one of the rounds too. Great knockout to start off the main card. And boom, a knee. 4 more fights left on the card, ladies and gentlemen. 1 more until the Shem show. Probably fights his last fight in Octagon before, you know, if he gets a win. Maybe goes to the UFC as well. Gökhan Aksu with the TKO win, ladies and gentlemen. It's fair enough. Maybe I haven't been around the world enough to know how great Vancouver Island... Oh, dude, Vancouver Island is the greatest fucking place to live, in my opinion. It's just busy. And look, Nanaimo is probably not my first choice. Let's just say that, because I grew up in Nanaimo too, right? Like, sometimes you don't want to lay roots where you grew up. You just want to be close to home. For me, the island is home. Like, I've lived in Victoria, Comox, Campbell, Nanaimo. I didn't live in Ladysmith, but I had a fucking office in Ladysmith at one point. So, like, I feel like I literally slept there. And mind you, I haven't lived in Europe, but in North America, yeah, dude. I've lived all around North America, United States, and Canada, and Vancouver Island. It's like it's not even real. You know what I mean? Like, it's so fucking gorgeous. There's so much to do. Mountains to hike, snowboard, oceans to surf, fucking trails to hike, big enough cities where if you just want to watch fights in your basement, you can do that too. I mean, you just got to pay to live there, unfortunately. I don't have a Topallaj account. I wouldn't live in Mexico, but Mexico's fun. Hey, boss, we're going to watch a fight for this. I bought the pay-per-view. Definitely lucky as fuck for being born and raised in the most beautiful place in Canada. Even I haven't been to Newfoundland yet. Yes, and I'm sure Newfoundland's like close, but I don't know, man. Like, and again, I've seen a lot of the islands, some of the secluded areas too, like camping and shit like that. And it's just mind-blowing. Being able just to chill, fucking twist one up, have a cup of coffee on a sandy beach and watch dolphins and fucking like schools of orcas like swim by and shit. It's just crazy. Like, it's the shit you see in the movies, man. And it's in our backyard. So some of my friends took it for granted. I never did. I was, like I said, in college, my second or third year of college, every single weekend, except if I had an exam or no, even Christmas. I didn't even spend Christmas with my family. Every single weekend, I went out Thursday night after my classes, jumped in my car. What did I have? I gutted a Honda Element at that point. And then just like drove to a new dope spot somewhere in the fucking bush and just explored the island. It was an awesome couple years. That's where I learned to fly fish, kind of just on the fly. Because sometimes you're in the middle of buttfuck nowhere, no service. Say your speaker dies, you can't listen to music. It's a good thing you got a fly rod. This is about to be a slaughter fight. Huge size difference. Hey, Quadra's beautiful. Texada and Cortez, all very, very nice. The north, those North Islands. So I like Salt Spring a lot too. Yeah, it's busy, but like I dated a girl from Salt Spring, so I got to see all the nooks and crannies, and like I know some of the locals there. First round TKO. Yeah, we got some boxing odds here, ladies and gentlemen. We got some boxing odds. He's calling out Shamrock. Bro, unless it's in the UFC, you ain't getting Shamrock, because if he wins his next fight, he ain't coming back to Octagon. All right. We got the big boys here next, ladies and gentlemen. We got the big boys here. Excuse me. But Jovan is not really a big boy. He's a light heavyweight, fighting at heavyweight against Vespaziani. Vespaziani 4-2-0 as a pro, 3-2 in his last 5 fights. And he 4 wins, 4 knockouts. His only 2 losses have been via knockouts. This guy stands in the pocket and just throws hands. He's 3-1 in NFC and 1-0 in Octagon. Beat a 5-0 guy in his last fight. That's a good win, man. That's a good win. 3-2. And he's a heavyweight. What do you want me to say? His opponent, though, 5-1. 5-0 in his last 5 fights. But he's a light heavyweight. He's a light heavyweight. 4 KO, TKOs, 1 submission. He's finished every one of his opponents as well, which I love. Like Activate A said, this one should be a slaughter. Somebody is going down. I hate seeing boxing odds, but fuck, man. I haven't been given the underdogs enough credit on this card, but I'm going with the favorite here again. Yo, they just are rolling out different announcer after different announcer after different announcer. Maybe it's because they all speak a different language. That's why. The big guy's going to kill the small guy. Faye, this is YouTube in 2025, and I do not work for XTB. So what do you think? The Serbian looks like some guy they got from the crowd. 5-1, though. 5-1, though. I mean, Salt Spring's big, but like, go to Salt Spring. Ripping Salt Spring on... Dude, go camping on Salt Spring. You can camp on the south side. Ferry from Victoria. Actually, I guess you could ferry from like Nanaimo area as well. But go to the south side, set up camp. It's perfect because you can't like roll in with your car camp anyways. Set up your camp and just fucking explore that. Take 2-3 days and just bike around that island. Explore every beach, every tip of it. Go maybe on like a Thursday or Friday so that you can experience the market on Saturday as well, because there's some dope ass fucking shit there. Yeah. If you haven't yet, see Salt Spring before you And then there's a bunch of other little ones that you can see in a cluster, especially if your friend has a boat. But yeah, bring your bike to fucking Salt Spring and spend 2-3 days just exploring. Gabriel is dope too. I feel like Gabriel is like, it's right in your backyard, so you can do Gabriel like anytime. But I would say fucking go to Salt Spring, dude. Georgia. German and Serbian in this one. Hey, yeah, smash that like button, guys. 5-1 against Pedestrians. 1-5, 0-2, 0-1. He literally fought his barber at Barber Fight Night. I bought the pay-per-views, guys. Yes, dude. Honestly, look when the market, like when their farmers market opens up, because it's huge and they got some dope ass shit, dude. Coffee, booze. There's an Italian who lives there and he fresh pasta every day. Oh my god, it's to fucking die for, man. And there's a dope place. It's like a cliffside camping ground. God, it's so dope. We just got a new old campers, so possibly could check them out in that also. Yes. Yes, we do, dude. I bought the pay-per-view, guys. I don't know where you can watch it illegally. I couldn't find one. I couldn't find a totally illegal stream, so I bought the pay-per-view. It wasn't that expensive. Well worth it. This card has been nothing short of spectacular, ladies and gentlemen. This card has been nothing short of spectacular. And, like, I started late. Like, I missed the first few fights. And I still am glad I bought the pay-per-view, to be honest. God, man. Octagon 72 is going to be insane. Octagon 73 is going to be insane. The next two Octagon cards better not be on the same fucking day as KSW. I'm telling you that much. I hate when they do that. I hate when they do that because I'm going to watch KSW, dude. I'm sorry. Like, I just call it allegiance. Call it. I've been a KSW supporter longer. Someone going cold here, you say. Good day, dudes. Yo, Jack, like we said, buddy, you got to buy the pay-per-view. Got to buy the pay-per-view. Octagon. Here, I'll give you the link. Octagon.tv. Bang for your buck, my man. Bang for your buck. Just like KSW, Octagon's doing a good job of sweeping the internet clean. Now, a few of you found a spot. That's cool. That's cool. My regulars don't have it anymore, so. They're no longer on DAZN, which kind of sucked because that was... I kind of fucking hate the DAZN app, but still. Dude, it really has. Octagon rarely disappoints, Baby Shark, much like KSW. Like, they're usually pretty consistent in the violence and the action. It looks like they're taking a little bit of a break here, like a 5-minute break. So I'm going to take a 2-minute break. I'm going to grab... I'm going to put on another pot of coffee quick. I got it teed up. I just got to click go brew. And I'm going to drain the main vein. Don't worry. I'll bring out the piss jugs for UFC, okay? I'll bring out the piss jugs for UFC, Ray from Trailer Park Boy Style, but I didn't for this Octagon, okay? All I got's this little... This is actually my water bottle. It's like, all I got's this little one. So I'm going to drain the main vein. We'll be right back after this, a 2-minute break. Do not go anywhere. Let me know who you're picking. Are you swinging for the fucking fences, picking the bystander from Serbia? Let me know in the live chat. No, he hasn't fought. He's fighting in the next one, buddy. We have the heavyweights first. They're going to make their walkouts in like 2 minutes. I'm going to drain the main vein back in 2 minutes. Do not go anywhere. More main card coverage of Octagon 71 live here on the City Life Project YouTube channel. Do not go anywhere. Like I said, we'll be right back.
I just bought a new whip. Spend a couple thousand just to cruise it. Shawty said she love me, but I swear she'll never prove it. I never tell her, but I put it in the music. Well, that's okay. All I wanna do is make the best of my whole day. Thank the Lord up above, get the cream on the side, make you laugh to know it. That's the stuff that I love, la da da da. We can be friends if you wanna. We could just talk if you wanna. We could hold hands if you wanna. Hey, tell me what you wanna do. We could just laugh if you wanna. Late nights on the stars if you wanna. We could just kiss if you wanna. Hey, tell me what you wanna do. It's like the story of my life. Best friends, but we rocking all the same things. Say you need me, but you really trying to change lanes. Well, I don't even care. In my life, I don't battle with no fear. Fighting dragons, always been a real one. Hate you saying showing love, you a real chameleon. Get the facts freaking straight, always on repeat. Like, we could be friends if you wanna. We could just talk if you wanna. We could hold hands if you wanna. Hey, tell me what you wanna do. We could just... I just bought a new whip. Spend a couple thousand just to cruise it. Shawty said she love me, but I swear she'll never prove it. I never tell her, but I put it in the music. Well, that's okay. All I wanna do is make the best of my whole day. Thank the Lord up above, get the cream on the side, make you laugh to know it. That's the stuff that I love, la da da da. We can be friends if you wanna. We could just talk if...
And we are back live here on the City Life Project YouTube channel for more Octagon 71 coverage, play-by-play, commentary, reaction, and of course, live interaction with all you amazing folks in the live chat here. We kind of all know how this one's going to play out. We kind of all know how this one's going to play out here. Freaking Patrick MF Doom is going to probably beat Jovan, but Jovan making his walkout now. I mean, he looks happy to be there. He's like, all right, boys, let's go. Let's go. Like I said, Jack, I bought the pay-per-view because I couldn't find a place. It's relatively cheap. It ain't going to break the bank like UFC. Happy to support Octagon. I was just getting into that music. Which song is that one? Is that the If You Wanna? I can't keep track. I don't remember. Tell me what you want to do. What you want to do. He's getting the money. Hey, sometimes you got to get that bag, even if it means getting knocked out. And again, he's got a decent record. But, like Activate A said, the guys he knocked out were probably the bystanders. Oh my God. Brutal knockout in Brave CF, by the way, guys. Holy crap. Look at this. Brave's also going on right now. I think there's a Cage Warriors show and a Brave show going on right now. Look at this. Look at this.
Hit in the head is not good for your win. Oh, that's a nice
Brave's a good league, man. We've covered quite a bit of Brave on this channel. Oh,
the thing is,
right hand there.
Laban is throwing the spectacular, but he's not landing clean, which in effect.
Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Dude, and he tried to get back up. Credit to him. Oh, what a walkout song. Dude. Patrick Vespaziani making his walkout. Yandex over Google. Yo, what's up, Sean? How's it going? I'm very excited to see Patchy Mix in the UFC. Me too, Mystic. Me too. Dun 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 dun. I don't even know if that's the song. That's the song that it reminded me of, anyways. You better get a devastating KO with all this pomp. God, how awesome would it be if Jovan gets a knockout, right? They both are finishers. Oh, there's some Babylon MMA going on as well. Fuck, there's a lot of good promotions going on today. Oh, shit. Yo, Kaposa's on a roll sharing some of these highlights. This one's actually Matsiak shared this one. Bro, look at this. So this promotion, MMA Pride, or One Pride MMA. We're just going to take one championship and Pride's name and just add them together. Look at this. Boom! He's like, he just killed somebody. Unreal. 2 more fights. The UFC has been absolutely killing it with the signings recently. Mixed MVP, Kayla RDR, Kyoji, Asakura, Pico. Finally, they've been able to get some of these Bellator guys too. Well, the ones that the ones that PFL didn't want to continue to invest in. Everyone is having graduation for high school MMA events. Fucking hell. One Pride. It's pretty big in Indonesia, I think. Yep. We've never covered a show, but I've included, I think, 2 other highlights in my like regional highlight package. Which, by the way, guys, I posted 2 new videos on the channel. Check out the Ryan Cafaro interview. We got 2 more interviews. They might both drop next week. We're also interviewing Flaminas, by the way. Maras Flaminas next week. Not sure when that one will drop. But yeah. We got interviews. Not necessarily going to drop every week, but like as soon as I interview the guys, I'm going to turn it around within like 24 to 48 hours. So hopefully we'll get into a rhythm where I can bank enough that I'll be able to do them weekly. But yeah, here, check out the last highlight package. And here's the last interview that we did. And Cafaro, we will be covering his title fight in next week. People are graduating high school. That's why there's a lot of MMA events, or just a lot of events going on like in your city. Did you watch Guru and the Goat? Guru and the Goat. Is that a TV show? I watched the MMA Guru sometimes. I don't know who the Goat is though. Yeah, this guy's huge. And he's like not a fat heavyweight. He's like an in shape 240, you know. Bro, this Jovan guy's gonna get murked, man. Oh my god. All right, well, here we go. Round 1, ladies and gentlemen. Are we gonna have a finish streak on the card? Oh! Jeez. Yes, I did watch it and it was awesome. Love DJ. Watched all of his interviews. And I thought that one was great. Oh, big right hand by Vespaziani. Front kick by Vespaziani. Getting the takedown right into full mount is Vespaziani. Right elbow. 441. So I didn't understand the question, but yes, I did watch it and it was awesome. More elbows. Still in full mount, postured up. Who sanctioned this? More right elbows. More right elbows. More right elbows. 35 seconds in. Hammer fist. Left elbows now. And this is all over, ladies and gentlemen. This is all over. He's 29 years of age. The UFC finally locked in on signing people. Isn't Jovan only 23? It is all over, dude. Who sanctioned this? 40-second TKO. Oh my god, bro. He was dying. This promotion seems great. Dude, in the last 3 years, OKTAGON went from like a solid promotion in the region to like, it's insane how much it's been skyrocketing. Start spreading the news. What news? Bus, do not even. A bystander watching the bus drive by. Devious matchmaking. Honestly, Peach Boy had a better matchup than this. I said it. I said it. Oh, shout out to the Peach Boy. The day K1 changes his profile picture is the day I cry on stream. Pretty bad, but it was a late replacement. Oh, really? Channel finally murked? Good riddance, dude. I mean, not a good fucking person and fucking gross. And shout out to Musical MMA. I'm leaving today. Rigo is finally gone. I wonder what like line ultimately YouTube was like, what line was crossed that YouTube was fine, because there were some lines that were crossed. Start spreading the news. Octagon is here to stay. And I'd love to be a part of it. Octagon, Octagon. It doesn't even feel like a finish. It just feels like a bullying. The news for wrestling fan Sabu goal of 25K for funeral surpassed 25K after a day and a half and has almost hit 50K. Wow. And again, I wasn't a wrestling guy, but that is pretty cool to see the wrestling community like band together there to help out the family. Patrick Vespaziani with the Italian name, but German as a fuck, bro. Look at this guy. All right, featured fight coming up with ya boy, the Shem Show, Shamrock. Welcome to Shamrock. Dude, he is awesome, by the way. Great fighter, and he just loved trolling it up on Twitter. And honestly, he's super interactive with the fans. There's a picture of him training with his big afro, and I was like, Alex Caceres with a question mark, and he was like, don't ever compare me to that bum. And then everyone was like, whoa, dude, like, he's actually pretty decent fighter, blah, blah, blah. Shem Show's like, I'd kick the shit out of him, blah, blah, blah. And we're just like, yo, it was a compliment. And he's like, okay, I'm sorry. He had nothing for Yes, shout out to Musical and Ronan. Both of them made really good exposés on Rigo. What happened to his channel? Subscribed him for about 3 days before I heard about all the controversy and immediately unsubscribed. Yeah, I didn't know because I was subscribed and like I didn't know anything. And put it this way, I was so naive. I didn't even know it was like he was originally a clips channel. I was just like, oh, another Canadian content creator. And back then the content was edgy, but some of it was pretty funny. And then there was like a freak out to some of like my community. There was like something going on between them. So I just stopped interacting altogether. And then like a few months later, Musical filled me in, and then him and Ronan's piece came out, and I was like, okay, well, I'm glad I stopped, interacting when I did, even though it was for just a completely different reasons, because he's being a dick to some of the guys in my community. So yeah, there you go. All right, is he calling out somebody? Am I the annoying shit? R, you can't. Sorry, R. You annoying fuck. You can't. You got to buy the pay-per-view. But here, I will give you the link to the pay-per-view. I will literally give you the URL. I'll make it easier for you so you don't even have to type, brother. You don't even have to type. Who the fuck is that guy? M1 Ultra Global or genuinely whatever the fuck that means. M1 Global, baby. Yo, M1 is having a card coming up. 100% Mystic. 100%. And like, I would way, like, at the time, I would way rather support Ronan. And I mean, I think people are pretty split on his content, but like, man, he's been making really good videos. He's kind of like, it's funny because he had his niche in the beginning, which I loved, and then started streaming a lot and kind of went that direction, and then kind of came back to what he was good at, which was like his exposés and just like long opinion pieces. And yeah, I'm so fucking stoked on Ronan's growth. I think it was like $15, 366 check, whatever. Yeah, I think I was already like, yeah, Chris, I'd already unsubscribed, so I never watched that video. Yeah, there you go. Runs a G. Yeah, he's dope. And I remember, like, I saw his channel go from like 500 to 1,000 to like 5,000 within like a month, and I was like, fucking rights, dude. And yeah, I think his editing, his thumbnails, his whole everything he's kind of put, and he still streams. But yeah, his commentary and expose videos are fucking awesome. Like, he's a real MMA channel. I am not. I am just some fucking combat sports junkie who just cannot stop watching the sport. All these other channels, Ronin, Musical, our boys No Chill, Combat Casual, Main Card Minute, fucking Chris Gray's new cooking channel. These are all real channels. I bought the pay-per-view. Jake Paul. Yeah, Jake Paul is a real YouTube channel. What do you think about the UFC fight card? It's not a strong card on paper. I'm hoping that once we get past the first 4 fights, which we might see at least one finish in the first 4 fights, I'm hoping that we just like the finishes. We're not going to see the highest level fights on this UFC card, but we might see a lot of finishes after we get through the first third of the card. How's it going, by the way, Hoptics? How is it going on this rainy, fucking cold day, going from freaking like 80 degrees to like 48, 50-ish? God damn, dude. Ugh. I stepped outside for a little bit early this morning, and I was like, fuck, it's cold. Put on the freaking toque again. Dude, please don't even bring it up. I literally have YouTube tab open right now, and I see a thumbnail that says goodbye, and I don't even want to watch it because I don't want to be sad today. But yes, fucking love the Outdoor Boys. I don't know how Shem would get into the UFC. I don't know if he'd go through Contender Series or just get signed right out. I think they had interest in him before this fight, but he had one more fight left on his contract. So I think he's going to go right there. Yeah, it's crazy how there's a lot of like Western Canadian, like you'd think there'd be more in Ontario, but there's actually a lot of Western Canadian, like Western Canadians in the MMA community, anyways, participants. I'm originally from Canada, but I've been living in the States for a while now. And yeah, and guys, I'm not even trying to be a dick. Like, I personally, you can ask the chat and maybe they'll help you out. I personally couldn't find a place to watch this totally legal. So I just bought the pay-per-view. 15 hours, bro. I was without power yesterday for 15 hours, Hoptics. Dude, I don't want to know. No way. Because his family is getting doxxed and shit? Because, I mean, he is, like, insanely big. And he doesn't need the money anymore. It's working for me, It's working for me. Maybe reset your VPN somewhere else, clear your cookies and cache, and try again. Hey, hell yeah. Yeah, because I'm literally watching it. I've got it octagon.tv. Chanel Dye is a PFL European finalist on Dana Contender Series, so it seems like they're relying on it even more. So I guess we'll see with Shem. Yeah, I mean, there's no rhyme or reason sometimes why the UFC just flat out signs guys and, you know, others through Dana White Contender Series, but do a US or Canada and it should work. 15 hours, that's crazy. Yeah, dude. I don't understand how US power grids can be this third world. Dude, I know, trust me. There is a big storm that hit the last couple days here. But yeah, my area got absolutely wrecked. Yo, tell Frankie I say what's up as well. Actually, you know what? Bro, let's just fucking all say what's up to him. Is he streaming right now? Of course he is. Of course he's watching Octagon. Guys, the next two fighters are making their walkouts. Shem Show, Shamrock, making his walkout right now. Go say what's up to my friend Frankie. Go say Shem Show. Go spam my boy Frankie's chat, Fight Night Frankie, and say Shem Show. Shem Show, baby. Let's fucking go. Good afternoon, my fine free friend. What's up, Mr. Bombastic? Thumbs up. North American watch. I'm watching pay-per-view stream with no VPN. There you go. There you go. Where I live at, we have a great utility company. Mine's never been out more than a couple hours. Thank God. That's amazing. WoW 19. Yes, WoW 19 is also on at the same time as UFC. Not sure why they do me dirty like that. I know. I wanted to watch some WoW as well. Those heavy wins the other day fucked some shit up. I took a bike ride and got that west to east wind. Basically let me sail on my bike. That is fun. It's good it wasn't just like knocking you over. Let's go. That'd have been cool. Shem Show, let's go. Yes. Shem Rock is making his entrance into the cage right now. 11-1-1 as a pro. He is 4-0-1 in his last 5 fights. He's the big favorite in this one. Training out of Next Generation and Dublin Combat Academy, back and forth UK and Ireland. He's never gone to a decision in victory or defeat. He's been knocked out once, 9 submissions, 2 KO TKOs, slick on the ground. He's had 3 freaking canceled fights in the end of 2024, 2025, but he has a back, ladies and gentlemen, here, and he's taking on really good opponents. He was the Contenders champ. He was the Full Contact Contenders champ. And since then, he's beaten 10-2 guys, 7-1 guys, most notably in Octagon, and then 2 other guys, 15, 13, 16, and 11. He also was the Clan Wars champion, but he beat a 3-3 guy there. Solid finisher, and a lot of his finishes come in the first round, man. He is dangerous. His opponent, though, is pretty good. The Turkish German. Put it this way. He's well-rounded. He's a good boxer, but I haven't seen him put it all together well in a little while. Yeah, so Dari had a great fight against him. He looked pretty good against Makwan El-Merkani, but like, who doesn't at this point, right? Like, I don't really rate that as a really good win. Because Mr. Finland, he's done, unfortunately. Close against Pardeser. I mean, good win. I mean, he's been pretty active, I will say that. Good win over a year ago against Davy Gallon. But again, Davy Gallon, is he really that great? I mean, the heel hook win in UAE War is probably his best win in his last 5 fights. Let's be perfectly honest. I think Shamrock's a better grappler. I think Korkmaz is a better striker. He has fought everywhere, which is pretty cool. And he's fought a lot of good opponents. He's won some regional titles, European beatdown. Respect FC. Hey, this aged well. This aged well. Askiev losing a decision to him in a title fight. Good matchup. I think Korkmaz is better than his record shows, but the Shem Show is going to take this, and then he's going to jump on the podcast. Right, Shemrock? Let's fucking go, baby. Nope, not yet. Shem Show. Is a draw technically a decision? No, I don't. You broke my brain. I don't know. Yeah, you live in tornado country. I live in Minnesota, yeah. So the weather goes from like negative fucking 20 sometimes Fahrenheit to like 90 plus in the summers, right? So like everything gets fucked. Whenever like there's road maintenance all the time because the roads are always getting fucked due to like the drastic changes in weather. All right, fighters are being announced, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know who you think's gonna win in this one. Featured fight here, ladies and gentlemen. Two more after this. And this is a catchweight fight, I should say, at 160 pounds. Because I was going to say, I was like, man, Shemsho actually looks a little bit bigger than before, but that pretty sure usually fights at 155. Don't think we're going to see a 40-second finish in this one, but we should see a fun fight, ladies and gentlemen. And I think if Shamrock wins, again, the UFC is interested. He might stamp his ticket. Here we go. And he was actually in the blue corner, man. Shem show in the blue corner. Sheesh. He does train out of Germany, so. Shamrock a little taller as well. All right, here we go, guys. The people's main event. I would agree with how popular Shem show has been getting, in not only just in amongst Octagon fans, but the MMA community as a whole. Rock will win 100% in my opinion. I think he's going to win too. 4:51 on the clock. Muay Thai stance by Korkmaz. Looking for the spinning kick to the body. Still wild to me. Yes, I did. Dude, the first two fights, if you can call them that, brutal finishes. 4:29. Some great finishes on this card. 4:23. Low kick again by Korkmaz. Doing a good job of attacking that lead right leg of Shamrock. He gets out of the way. Walking forward is Shem. Welcome to Shamrock. Oh, look for the body kick. Was Shem followed by a side oblique kick. 4 minutes in this first round. Shem show almost threw the right hand, but didn't pull the trigger. The first one was an insane comeback. True. The second one was one-way traffic. The first one, yes. Yeah, I was setting up my... I was finishing my UFC picks and predictions. Oh, nice left by Shamrock. High kick as well as he's pressuring Korkmaz backwards outside that center line. Korkmaz with the right hand swing and a miss. But I watched the highlights. I didn't watch the whole fight, but I watched the series getting rocked and then coming back because Kaposa shared them. High kick attempt by Korkmaz and a counter left by Shamrock. Shamrock looks for the takedown. Left underhook by Shem as he's pushing Korkmaz up against the cage. Three minutes. I bought the pay-per-view. 255 and Shamrock tried to throw a knee, but ends up getting sweeped and slid. It's like a sweep and slip. And he is now on his back. Korkmaz in half guard. Butterfly guard now for Shamrock. And back up to his feet is Korkmaz. Korkmaz with the left hand. Shamrock desperate, looking for the double leg now. 2:29. Oh, looking for a power bomb, but unable to get his Korkmaz, and Shamrock staying on him like glue here. Korkmaz and Shamrock. Shamrock body locked, looking to drag Korkmaz to the ground. Korkmaz, good takedown defense so far. 2 minutes and 8 seconds. Korkmaz looks good for a week's notice. It was only a week. I knew he took the fight on short notice, but I didn't know it was just a week. Oh, yeah, right, because he was supposed to fight Kudzaev, which this would have been a fun fight as well. His only loss to Kizriev. Ooh, low blow. 4 minutes and 58 seconds. Or sorry, that's how much time's left. Jeez. It was about the just under 3 minute mark. Shem went to throw a knee to the body. And that was a right to the balls. The crowd saying, no, that was to the midsection. But if you got that reaction, man. A, if you're male, milk it. And B, I'm never going to assume otherwise because we've all been hit there, man. Octagon.tv. Then I bought the pay-per-view. Oh, nice right hand by Korkmaz, but Shamrock takes him almost to the ground. Man, Korkmaz, good takedown defense. This fight's pretty high level. Absolutely. Like I said, Korkmaz is better than his record shows. 100%. 125. And even though Korkmaz's legs were literally in the air, he's still evading the takedown. Topallaj is the best. 112. Yeah, he's in the co-main coming up next. 108. 103. Korkmaz just hasn't landed enough. Okay, here's some short shots here, but 58 seconds left, and Shamrock finally completing the takedown. Shamrock, though they're not the most devastating shots, 10 significant punches, and now he's in the full guard of Korkmaz. Korkmaz was landing some low kicks early, but overall, Shamrock a little bit more control time here and just more strikes, so he's likely going to win this first round, but Korkmaz was doing a good job of defending. And Korkmaz throwing some elbows from the bottom here. There's like 20 seconds left in the round, 32 to be exact. Dulatov didn't fight today. 20 seconds. We're not in this league anyways. Or sorry, not in this card. 15 seconds. More elbows from the bottom here. Shamrock is still in the guard, but feet planted. He's got to watch out for the up kick. Does a good job evading it. 5 seconds left. Korkmaz trapped his left arm. That is it for the first round. I mean, yes, but his opponent was not even a bus driver, just a guy watching a bus drive by. You know what I mean? If you look at who he beat, despite being 5-2 now. All right. Again, first round, not a dominant performance by Shamrock, but he did enough to squeak that one by because he was on all the offense and Korkmaz was forced to defend more than not. I do think those elbows from the bottom should count for something, but Shamrock slightly taking that round. They do live scoring here. So we'll see who wins this first round in a moment. Shem winning this fight. He's going to have to do more on the ground and actually get Korkmaz to the ground. And again, that knee he threw, just a great job by Korkmaz for sweeping the left leg to get him to the ground. All the judges have it for Shem, first round, 10-9. They just said Shem checked his gloves to make sure he was in the right corner. All right, round 2. Let's get it all. There's that spinning heel kick to the leg again by Korkmaz. Nice checking of the leg kick by the Shem show. Step in with the overhand right by Korkmaz, but doesn't land. Dude, I cannot wait. Ready for the belt or just, you know what? Octagon, you didn't offer me the belt. I'm going to the UFC or I'm going Dana White's Contender Series. And then if he doesn't win on Contender Series, then at least the belt's waiting. The title shot's waiting for him when he comes back. 421. I think Holzer's one win away from Contender Series. I mean, honestly, they probably could sign him. If Contender Series was tomorrow, I think he's ready to go there now, but you know what I mean? It's not for a couple months, so. Body kick by Shamrock. Front kick by Shamrock, utilizing that range well. Now they announced it basically as a number one contender fight. Isn't he also on the Dana White Contender Series list, though? I guess at that point, it's about the money. Is he going to get paid more from Octagon for a title fight, or is he going to settle for the, 12-12 UFC? No, he's fighting next. 341. Missing with the right hand is Korkmaz. Korkmaz just can't find that range. 333. I saw him on one yesterday, but it wasn't like the UFC's list. Yeah, he might go to the UFC and not even fight for the belt. Looking for the takedown is Shamrock. I mean, what if the UFC just straight up offers him a contract? Like, skip Contender Series. We just want you. A little bit more than 15-15, but again, I don't know what he's making in Octagon. They might be paying him a good amount, right? 308, because he's super popular and he's good. 301. Look for the sweep. So they'll probably just hold him to his contract then. Nope, he's only gotten his opponent to the ground once. Oh, nice spinning back fist by Korkmaz. He hurt Shem. Korkmaz rocked him. Shem now immediately going in for the clinch. Smart move there by Shem as he might be cut on his right eye. Spinning back fist by Korkmaz, and now Shem. He was hurt there, but now he's looking for the takedown. Korkmaz's takedown defense is incredible. Yo, what's up, Andrew? I don't speak Russian. He should still go fight in Contender Series and tell the UFC, I'll be right back. Go win the title. Drop the mic. UFC, baby. Fight's still going on. Shamrock now having to defend the takedown of Korkmaz. Korkmaz is going to win this round. I don't know who you're talking about, Andrew. 1 minute 49 seconds. Andrew, again, I'm not involved in drama and stuff like that, dude. I just watch fights. 139. Good. Andrew, this card's been amazing. You excited for UFC tonight? Or are you watching hockey? Oh, Shem with a nice left and right. Shem with the knee to the body. Shem with the front kick. There's 1 minute 28 seconds left on the clock. There's a little bit of time here for the Shem show to win back this round. Showing resilience here as Korkmaz did hurt him. Also, them giving him his own event when he's not even fighting for a title shows they believe in him and you want to see him in a title bout eventually. They've done that once before, too. Both. Let's go, Andrew. See, Andrew's a real sports fan, watching hockey and fucking UFC. 105. I saw you tag me that. I haven't checked it out yet. Oh! Nice back take by Korkmaz. Beautiful. He just grabbed the body of the Shem show and just fell to the ground. But he's got that left hook in. The Shem show trying to roll to his right out of this. Oh, great reversal by Shem as now he's in the full guard of Korkmaz. Shem now trying to do some damage to win back this round. Korkmaz, high guard here. Oh, now he's looking for potentially... I don't think he's going to get a knee bar here. Shem with a couple of right hands. Good job by Shem to get back half guard. Beautiful reversal indeed. Did Shem do enough to win back this round, guys? Nice job getting into side control. Oh, Shem and mount, but only 5 seconds. Shem and mount. Hammer fist. Left elbow. The final left elbow. Fuck, man. I am inclined to say that last minute and 29 seconds was enough to win back that round. Because, like, he landed some good strikes. He got the takedown. Well, actually, he didn't get the takedown. He got the reversal then to full mount. Fuck, that's a tough round to score, man. I'm interested to see how the judges score that one. Like, I want to give it to Korkmaz, so things will be interesting in the third, but... Here, 1 sec, Karl Marx. 1 sec. I'll share it in the chat. Oh, that round's tough to score, man. 2-0 Shem. I want to say that he did enough. But I'd be okay if Korkmaz takes it as well. Because, I mean, again, Korkmaz was getting the better of Shamrock on the feet and then landed a spinning back fist that hurt him. Okay, so one judge has it tied. So one judge gave Korkmaz the second round. The other two gave it to Shem. I'm all right with that. I am all right with that. All right, third round. I'll take it. Round 3. Yeah, open scoring. Which is... I like it. I like it. And now Korkmaz has to bring it. It was a good day, Andrew. I've mostly just been streaming, to be honest. Like, most of my Saturdays are just this. Which, no complaints. No complaints. Come on, Shem lad. Yeah, 2 judges have it for the first 2 rounds for Shamrock. 1 judge has it 1-1. 420. Smoke him if you got him. Shem with the front kick. No, they're going to crash and burn, Andrew. Brad Marchand, baby. 4 minutes on the clock. Thought it should have been 1-1, honestly, but Shem done well to make it close at the end. Yeah, and that's why I said it really could go either way. He did land some nice shots, especially... Like, he reversed and then... clowning him a little bit as Korkmaz. He reversed and then did what he had to do. Like, fuck going for a submission. Points, 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 baby. 344. Oh! Kick by Shamrock as Korkmaz slipped. The back up to his feet. Shamrock pushing forward. Teep. By the Shem show. I'm just excited for the promo that he's going to cut. Dude, Korkmaz is not being aggressive enough. He's respecting the striking of Shem, which, fair enough, Shem's striking has actually looked pretty spot on this fight. But when you're down on 2 judges' scorecards, you got to go for it. Let's go, Shem. And Shem's doing a great job of keeping Korkmaz on the outside. Teep City, baby. Teep City, back at center. Nice left by Shem. Shem with some good head movement. Shem missing with the high kick, but there's an oblique kick. Yeah, he wasn't on that list, but that's not what I said. I said he's on some list. Now, that one's the official one. So, like, people are still projecting that, like, they're going to sign more guys or bring on more guys, and that Holzer is going to be part of that group. Next fight. 2 minutes and 40 seconds. Oh, nice step back right by Korkmaz. Shem missing with the high kick. Scousers don't get knocked out. 2:24. Oh, nice right hand by Korkmaz. Low kick by Shem. 2 minutes and 11 seconds. Oh, big right hand by Korkmaz. There we go. He's starting to let his hands go. There's always a few because they want a few guys in there basically to showcase the opponent's skills. This is about to be the same scorecard as the Staines fight. Shem's up on 2 judges' scorecards going when we went into the third. 1 minute and 44 seconds. Shem with the 1-2. Another close round. I do think Korkmaz has landed the best shots this round, but Shem is landing more volume. Missing with the right hand is Korkmaz. 1 minute and 30 seconds. He's going to have to just pedal to the metal here. Bite down on that mouthpiece and move forward, or he's going to lose this fight. Shem with a nice left block of the right hand of Korkmaz. Yo, what's up, Adrian? Good to see you, buddy. Straight right by Shem. England massive. Scouts don't get knocked out. Let's go, Shem. Need him in the UFC. I think he's going to sign with the UFC. I don't even think he's going to go to Contender Series. I think he's going to flat out sign. Oh, a nice right by Korkmaz. Beautiful job by Shem. He's just a smart fighter. Clinches, lands a knee, steps out. And like when he got rocked from the spinning back fist, went right for the underhooks clinch, right? Dude, sounds like you've got a great start to the weekend, Andrew. Nice kick to the body by Shem. 40 seconds remaining. Oh, some elbows by Shem. Or sorry, by Korkmaz. Shem looks for the late takedown here to solidify this round. Frimpong for sure. Let's go. 21 seconds. Shem looking for that takedown. I will say Korkmaz has had tremendous takedown defense throughout this fight. Oh, excuse me. 5 seconds left. Still Shem wasn't able to take down Korkmaz. Fighting in the clinch. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. We're going to the judges' scorecards, and I do think that Shem show is going to win a unanimous decision. Yeah, no, for sure. I believe he had 1 fight left on his contract, and this was the fight. I bought the pay-per-view, guys. Shem was winning. He was up on 2 judges' scorecards going into the third. We haven't heard the official decision yet, but he's likely going to take this one. But yeah, I couldn't find any totally legal ways to watch this out, so I just bought the pay-per-view. Yeah, same, Billy. David, this is 2025 on YouTube, man. Show your mental capacity. Because you're a smart guy. Oh, I can't wait for the Frankfurt card, man. It's going to be so much fun. All right. We're awaiting the official decision. Weil is not having a good day. Shem and Staines plus 110 parlay hits. Dude, I can't believe you got that at plus money. Dude, 100%. KSW pretty cheap pay-per-views. Octagon have cheap pay-per-views. Ryzen has affordable pay-per-views. Just fuck the UFC and their pay-per-views. Was a good competitive fight. Yo, yeah, Yasir. Go suck a dick, bitch. Not his best performance, but should be enough to get him to the UFC. I will say, like, he did everything right. I would just say Korkmaz deserves a lot of respect in that one. All right, we're listening in for the official decision. It's going to go to Shem. Oh, split? What? It's that same judge who gave him the second round, which I think was deserving. Okay, Shem won, split decision. Yeah, fair play on short notice. Dude, one judge one judge is from Germany. One judge is probably his training partner or coach. One judge gave him the second round and the third round. But, yeah, I don't know. I think he did enough in the third round to take it, too. I will say, Shem wasn't dominant in this fight like he has been. One judge did not like Shem. I think he's good enough for the... Dude, people think the UFC is like, you know... When people think the UFC, they think prospects are going to come in and fight in the top 15. D-man, outside the top 15, the UFC is basically LFA, right? It's a bunch of really good regional fighters. The UFC is not... you know... There are some good, like, middle-range UFC fighters who are too good for the regional scene, but people got to stop saying they're like, oh, UFC... It is the best right now because it has the deepest, most skilled roster, but, like, the fact that some of these guys on the regional scene are still winning, oh, they don't deserve UFC. No, they don't deserve to fight the bottom-of-the-barrel piece of shit fighters who probably, you know, no disrespect, who probably would still lose in Fury. They're just lucky to be there. Come on. I'm going to load a bowl of this UFC card. Let's go. Korkmaz, big warrior. Like I said, I think credit to Korkmaz in this one. I don't think Shem necessarily will like go at this stage in his development will like be champ, but like could he compete at the, you know, the entry levels of the UFC? Absolutely. Yo, BKFC is a great league. I love watching BKFC. He's saying it's not up to me. What do the fans say? Okay, maybe a title fight next. I thought UFC next, but... Bro. Kieta? Fucking thick boy Kieta out there right now. Jeez. Yeah, he's trying to pinch his belly fat. That's hilarious. On Kieta, I mean, it is true. Saying he just got a split decision against a short notice guy. Spitting, even Mighty Mouse admits it's probably the easiest sport to make it to the highest level league in pro athletics. Respect to him, he didn't look bad. Shem gave him props. UFC is what Jan Gerber's dad's talking about. He's saying, I'm here right now. Shem will do well in the UFC because he has a personality. Dude, Kieta looks like a light heavyweight right now. That's a bad matchup for Shem. He'll get TKO'd. Next, Lom Ali Skijev would be decent. Ooh, that would be a good fight. That would be. All right. Let's move on to the next one. Co-main event coming up, ladies and gentlemen. We'll move over to the UFC when Octagon's done. We ain't abandoning Octagon. Respect to Shem, but Kieta probably beats him. All right. And I would agree. I mean, I want to see Kieta in the UFC as well. Shem won split decision. All right, another catchweight fight, ladies and gentlemen. Another catchweight fight. Speaking of low-key good personalities. Bakov is fucking hilarious on social media replies. Dude, he went on Twitter, and since day one of him being on Twitter, he's been an absolute menace. He's been interacting with the fans. He's got a great personality. Yeah, great follow on Twitter. I'm super excited for this fight now. Rog was supposed to fight Eskiev for this one, but Eskiev got into a car accident. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right. I literally just looked at that, too. Wait, and then wasn't he supposed to fight... oh, no, okay, never mind. He was supposed to also fight Abdullah Kodzayev. But he pulled out. They need to do one before Holzer vs. Kieta. My guy, Frimpong. Arijan Topallaj against Denis Frimpong. Coming up next, ladies and gentlemen. No buffer time on this one. We got some UFC to watch after, so let's freaking go. Denis Frimpong, 5-2 as a pro, 4-1 in his last 5 fights. Training out of Ireland, but from Ghana originally. He is the favorite in this one. 5-1 in Octagon, 1 KO, TKO, 0 submissions, 4 decisions. Beat a 5-0 guy in his last fight, and a 6-2 guy in Octagon as well. Lost to George Staines, but I mean, Staines is very, very good, as we just saw, so no shame in that. Arijan, the Albanian Eagle, I believe is a kickboxing crossover, if I'm not mistaken. 7-1 as a pro. Lost his last fight against Nafuka, who out-wrestled him. 5 KO, TKOs, 2 submissions, 0 decisions, which is what we love to see. I'm going to go with Frimpong. I think he's just a little bit more well-rounded, but the Albanian Eagle is a dangerous, dangerous striker. Let me know your thoughts. Yo, what's up, Striking Ace? Against a short-notice fighter to win by split is not that impressive. Yeah, but like he shouldn't have won by split decision too, but I need some impressive wins. Skijev versus Rock, make it happen, and Skijev destroys the trash talker. I mean, I think Skijev probably beats him as well, but I still think Shem should be in the UFC, right? Especially with how popular he's becoming as well. He would be great for them to market, right? Bro, Paddy Pimblett's in the UFC. Skijev beats Paddy Pimblett. Let's be honest, right? So that's what I'm saying. It's people hold the UFC to a pedigree where it shouldn't be. Again, it is the best. It is the best. It also has the biggest roster by a long shot. And I would say that a third or 2/3 of that roster are just as good as other regional or other big promotions, right? So we got to stop saying that, like, you have to be fucking Anderson Silva before coming into the UFC. Bro, Anderson Silva lost on the regional scene before coming to the UFC. Just saying. Just saying. Change to the Manchester top team. I don't know what Kieta next move. I think he's staying in Octagon, but who knows? I'm pretty sure Octagon's paying him very well, right? Maybe KSW wouldn't snatch him because Octagon and KSW are at odds right now. Kind of salty that Frimpong beat my boy Frank. I personally think he loses to Topallaj. If it goes to the ground, Frimpong will win by decision. That's what I think too, Jatter Bobby. That's what I think too. Guys, vote in the poll question. If you haven't already, vote in the poll question. By the way, it's good to see you, 999, as always. Frimpong making his way to the cage. Let's take a look at the poll question. Guys, smash that like button if you haven't already. There's 80 plus people watching, only 25 likes. Bro, let's at least get to 50 likes, guys. Come on. Come on. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, Ben. Which promotion is the best? FEN, KSW, Octagon, Cage Warriors. Octagon leads 69%, followed by Cage Warriors, which that's fucked up. That a lot of you think that Cage Warriors is better than KSW from a production standpoint, from a talent level, and from an excitement level. I guess the only edge I'd give KSW is they're on Fight Pass, and KSW you actually have to pay for. And FEN rightfully in last place. Rightfully in last place. No offense, FEN, but you're the feeder league to KSW. It's pronounced Topuli? That's fucked up. You got to buy the pay-per-view. Oh, that Brazilian guy got an 18-second KO tonight when he fought Eskiev. He dropped him. That guy's probably the fastest fighter I've ever seen. Topuli. Has some slick subs, could catch him on the ground. It's not slept on. No, wholeheartedly disagree. Adrian, I'm sorry. That is incorrect, sir. That is incorrect. The last 2 years, it has started to nosedive. It used to be guarantee Cage Warriors was going to be fireworks. In 2024 especially, it's been better in 2025, but end of 2023 and 2024, and I watched every single card. Every single card. It came to a point where I wasn't excited to watch Cage Warriors anymore. And that fucking hurts. So I wholeheartedly disagree. It deserves to be slept on right now because there's nothing to wake up for right now. Unless the Hardwick brothers are watching, realistically, you know, their top guys are coming over to the UFC now, and I don't know. They've been way more inconsistent than in years past where they had like a good like 7-year run of like, you know, every card's going to be good. And the North American cards they do in San Diego, bless their heart for coming over to North America, but they just haven't been great. Calling it how I see it. I watch every single one of their cards. Well, I probably won't watch the one on today, but I would say 2018 to 2022, 2023, amazing. And yes, they were underrated and probably slept on then. Right now, nah, bro. I'd rather watch Fury FC, to be perfectly honest. Yo, what's up, Real MMA Breakdown? Hopefully Frimpong gets slept. Skijev's kind of old, but maybe after he's the champ, he could maybe go to the UFC. I think Skijev is the only fighter that can really be on the same level than Keita. Cage Wars is massive. I'm not saying it's not massive, guys. It's the biggest promotion in the UK. What I'm saying is it's not the best regional show anymore. And I would argue it never really was. But, like, you know what I mean? Or if you want to say it's a major organization, it is far from the best major organization outside of, like, the UFC. And maybe it will be again because, you know, a lot of these regional shows, you know, up and down, they come in waves. Like Fury FC, when I started streaming, was trash. Now it's really, really good. It's at, like, the best that I've seen it in a long, long time. Nice, Sean. It was a good card. It was a good card. I don't think Skijev beats Patty. Cage Warrior's been slinging shit Italian fighters on all their cards. That is true. That is true. Cage Warriors has more UFC elite guys than from any other promotion except Bellator and Strikeforce. I just don't like the model that Cage Warriors does because what they do is they build guys up for the UFC, whereas like LFA, for example, their model, and we talked about this earlier on the stream, is bring in the best guys to fight. Because very little LFA guys are homegrown, right? They're kind of like Ryzen in the sense where, yeah, we'll bring you in for a 1-2 fight contract or a 1 fight contract here. And if you like it here, we'll give you another opportunity. But you know, like I personally think the upper echelon of LFA almost beats every Cage Warriors fighter. The Hardwick brothers, you know, give the LFA guys probably a run for their money. But long and short of it, Cage Wars builds up better guys, yes, but the rest are all just fat to be trimmed, right? Like not that they give all their stars that they home grow cans. I'm not saying that's the case every time, but that's their model more than some of these other regional shows who are like, yeah, we'll have homegrown guys as well, but for the most part, let's bring in just the best. Let's scout the best guys, bring them in, give them a couple fights, and you just know that they're going to be good fights. Now, does LFA serve guys cans as well? Absolutely. No regional show is perfect. And I hate that now I'm like the guy shitting on Cage Warriors. It's just, I think, overrated. I don't think it's underrated. I think it's very much overrated because of its relationship with the UFC. The problem with Cage Warriors is their prospects go to the UFC too fast. I think KSW is still a little bit better, but Octagon probably, it might surpass it because their roster is getting better and better and better, man. I'm probably biased. They just had a great Dublin card. That was an awesome card. Again, 2025, much like PFL in 2025, redemption. But I'm calling it how I see it. And I watched every single card in 2023 and 2024 of Cage Warriors.
I'm not impressed by your performance.
Rather watch LFA. Bilal Hassan, the real Bilal. I miss the Pride days when Dana took Chuck Liddell to compete. Rampage slept, KO'd him, and Dana started bitching about Chuck's fighting style. Good old days, absolutely. LFA is the best feeder promotion. Yep. DDP, double KSW champ. I think he fought middleweight and welterweight. Yeah. UFC starting, but who gives a fuck, K1? Who gives a fuck when Octagon is on? We'll go to UFC after Octagon, guys. What do I think about Ken Silver's Murdoch for the interim middleweight title? I like it. Who do you have in that one? What was Kinsel's last fight? What was Kinsel's last fight again? It was against... Right. It was for the title there. Oh! Fight's on right now, and a low kick by Topallaj. That's how they pronounce it. I think I'm probably going to the Muradov, but I do like that fight. 4 minutes and 40 seconds. This is YouTube in 2025, man. You're a smart guy. You're a smart guy. You're a smart guy. Oh, I'm looking for a triangle choke. Frimpong from the bottom. Triangle choke. Scrambling out of it is Topallaj. And now heel hook by Frimpong. Topallaj trying to roll out of it. Still on his feet is Topallaj. And still off his back is Frimpong, but he's working off his back here. Topallaj trying to find his entry, landing a left hand. Yeah, I'm excited for it. Topallaj lost last fight, so might want this more. 4 minutes. There you go. 100%. If you're making $334,000 a fight, UFC ain't going to pay him that. Pay-per-view. 345. We might see, out of the 3 women's fights in the MMA, we might see one of them as a finish, though, so. Gomes, not that she has been successful in the last 3 fights finishing, but she should finish her opponent here. Nice job getting into half guard here. But Topallaj, and he lands some right hands. Pay-per-view. I think it was like $15. 366 check, whatever their currency is. 309. It's like half rubber guard right now for Frimpong. Right? Wait, it's not Raquel Pennington, it's Tisha. It's her wife. Which I think she's going to win. 251. High kick. Oh, up kick by Frimpong. Entering the guard. Topallaj. Or Topallaj. I keep fucking his name up. Kicked his leg and he kind of tripped. 234. Now he's in the full guard. Hope Rise and other Japanese promotions get bigger so the UFC can change the rules back to real MMA. It's not on the UFC. It's the North American commissions. Not that the UFC necessarily has interest in it, but the North American commissions won't allow it. 220. Only Denver. And even then, I don't think they like the kicks to the face. Yes, they are fighting. 2 minutes and 12 seconds on the clock in the first round. Still in the full guard is... Well, Frimpong's still on his back right now, actually. Trying to scramble out of this one. But Topallaj back on his feet. Oh, up kick by Frimpong. Another up kick by Frimpong. They look the same, to be honest. 144. I don't know. I think Tisha's in way better shape. Like athletic shape. Than Raquel, personally. 1 minute and 34 seconds. He's dangerous off his back. Super long. 1 minute and 25 seconds. Trying to get back up to his feet now is Frimpong. A, why are you so mad? And B, we're in the first round, so nobody. 113. Nobody. It's pretty even right now. Topallaj was doing some work from the top position. Frimpong was doing some work from the bottom. Topallaj's probably going to win via control time right now, as he's slowly but surely trying to get into mount, as he's using his size well here, but not giving up dominant positions is Frimpong. 48 seconds. Oh, now there's a nice left hand by Topallaj. He keeps readjusting, getting back up to his feet. Nice entry by Topallaj as he lands a big left hand as he enters the guard. Show the fight. Yo, Scott, thank you so much for the $5. Let's go. Shout out to Scott Young. He did not have to do that. And Scott always renews his membership as well. Tomorrow, membership stream, I promise, guys. I know it's been a couple weeks, and my apologies. We're going to make up for it with 2 this week. Thank you so much, Scott. 14 seconds. Topallaj kind of has calmed down a little bit here. He's landing a few left hammer fists, but Frimpong is landing some muffin shots from the bottom. Yo, Notes, thank you so much for the $2. Shout to you, Forge Notes. Bro, people are donating to me, so kindly frig off, Leahy. I'm not going to ignore donations. Freaking Leahy over here. Drunker than Drunky McFuck. And that is it for the first round. I'm literally telling you everything that's going on, buddy. So far, it's a pretty, like, no one's dominating. I would say Topallaj, like, he's gotten the better control time. He landed more shots. And towards the end, he started to get the better of Frimpong. Frimpong needs to be on top, to be perfectly honest, because off his back, yeah, went for a few submission attempts. That's the thing. In the first half, I guess, of him being on his back for like 3 minutes, he actually was going for submissions. Went for a heel hook, went for a triangle, landed some good up kicks as well, guys. But Topallaj just had a little bit more control time and did land some good shots re-entering the guard. And yeah, and all the judges have him 10-9 first round, and I agree with that. Am I serious? What do you mean, am I serious? Get your shit baskets out. We're about to start harvesting. So yeah, first round. We're going to Topallaj. Dominated, hardly dominated, dude. Hardly dominated. Control time, yes. Control time, yes. Hey, if he dominated, it would have been a 10-8. 4 minutes and 46 seconds. Oh, nice left and a right by Topallaj right now. I'd say he's dominating on the feet right now with some big hooks. No, dude, this is YouTube. Ask better questions. 4 minutes and 36 seconds. You're a smart guy. You're a smart guy.
Let's get it all.
I hope Arijan wins. Let's go! Pay-per-view. 4 minutes and 24 seconds. Some people are just really smart guys, Billy. Smart guy, smart guy, smart guy. 420. Trying to get that right single leg is Topallaj. And the ref actually separates them because Topallaj sniffing too much crotch there. But, oh, a cut on the forehead of Frimpong. Frimpong with a knee, but a nice left by Topallaj. Topallaj with a nice right hand. Pay-per-view. Topallaj winning right now. Nice left hook. Topallaj is killing it on the feet right now, guys. Topallaj, right hand, high kick by Frimpong, but Topallaj grinding him down here. Hook after hook. Oh, big right hand by Topallaj. Topallaj left to the body. I am giving you play-by-play, sir. 3 minutes and 37 seconds on the clock. Looking for the double leg now as Topallaj as he takes a little bit of break. Sniffing that crotch of Frimpong again. Ref saying, let's work, as Topallaj just taking a break, sniffing crotch. He ain't getting this single leg. Show the Jubilee fight. 3 minutes and 16 seconds. Oh! And Frimpong stepped over to try to get the back of Topallaj, but he's a little high. If he can get that right hook in, Topallaj might shake him off. Frimpong relies too much on the ground game. Oh, but he's doing a good job. Right elbows. He's got Topallaj in a crucifix. He's trapped him in like a high triangle off his back, and he's landing some elbows and shots here. 2 minutes and 42 seconds. And getting out of it is Topallaj, and he gets out of it. 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Ass to the mat, back to the cage for Frimpong, and he's looking a little tired. Dude, this is YouTube. You're a smart guy. Why are you making stupid statements? 2 minutes and 22 seconds. .212 on the clock. And looking to get back up to his feet is Frimpong. Topallaj is winning this fight. He won the first round and he's winning the second round, guys. 202. I'm literally giving you play-by-play, sir. If you're not listening, that's on you, not on me. I know you ain't that mentally deficient, my man. I know you're a smart guy. 1 minute, 52 seconds. Nice job getting that left hook in by Topallaj. Still trying to get back up to his feet is Frimpong right now, but that left hook is in for Topallaj, and he's looking to try to get that back. Getting that left hook under the chin of Frimpong, not quite, as Frimpong turns to his back. No problem, buddy, no problem. So you actually use your ears. You're actually listening. 1 minute, 28 seconds on the clock. He's too disrespectful. Now getting into half guard is Topallaj. Not landing any elbows yet. Couple short shots to the body. Posturing up. Right elbow from the bottom by Frimpong. Yo, what's up, Choi B? Good to see you. Yeah, it's 10-7 Jubilee, actually, guys. Half guard. Trying to push his way into mount right now is Topallaj. 1 minute on the clock in the second round. Yo, what's up, Curtis Clark? And, oh, up kicks again by Frimpong. Topallaj didn't like that, but he enters into side control. Scrambling again from the bottom here is Frimpong. 48 seconds on the clock. Dude, I'm down for that. Nice ground and pound by Topallaj. Oh, and now looking for another submission attempt. Triangle, potentially armbar here by Frimpong. 33 seconds on the clock. 28 seconds. He may... Oh, no, he's not going to be able to get anything going from this. Not really. He's been on the back and not landing the best shots. So he's kind of holding on to Topallaj right now, grabbing onto his arms from his back. But Topallaj just needs to, just move to his left here and you'll be able to get out of this. He's just going to ride it out, though. 10 seconds left in this second round. Topallaj had a better second round than he did the first. Schooled Frimpong on the feet and honestly got the better of him for most of the time on the ground. Round 3 coming up, ladies and gentlemen. Round 3 coming up. And what a great performance by Topallaj. But both of them are looking tired. Topallaj is breathing deeply and so is Frimpong. So, yeah, I don't know if that round was that close. I think actually Topallaj had a better second round than the first. I bought the pay-per-view. There you go. Depending on where you are, you can maybe watch it there as well. He's just sitting there taking shots. 3 rounds. But he's just big chilling. I was 8 years old when I realized Blanchfield and Barber are main eventing. Or Blanchfield and Barber main eventing again. What the fuck? I know. Maybe that's the one fight card that I just skipped. 3 rounds. 3 rounds. Yes, Shem fought and won a split decision. Not like... He didn't have a bad performance. It wasn't an outstanding performance, but his opponent on short notice looked really good. Okay, so 2 judges actually have it. Wow, 2 judges gave that second round to Frimpong. 1 judge gave it to Topallaj. So Topallaj won the first round on all 3 judges' scorecards, won the second round on only 1 judge's scorecard. This is the last round. That fight night next week does stink. What are these judges seeing? Oh, and some low kicks by Frimpong. Oh, Frimpong with the step back left hand. Topallaj is tired. Frimpong, right hand, knee, right elbow. Frimpong with the right hand. Oh, knee by Frimpong. Topallaj looking for the finishes. Frimpong covering up. Topallaj's got nothing. He's got nothing. Frimpong landing some shots. The ref calling for action from Topallaj. Right elbows from Frimpong. And this fight is over. Frimpong with the TKO. Frimpong with the TKO. Oh my God. What a comeback. The Albanian Eagle was gassed, bro. He was gassed going into the 3rd round and he got pieced up. 3rd round. It is all over. It is all over. What a card. What a card. He got kneed in the fucking face. He gassed out. Frimpong gonna finish him. All right, cheers, big man. Shem fan just couldn't buy the pay-per-view this time around. Hey, I feel you, Thomas. I feel you. Literally all your guys' donations go to me basically buying pay-per-view, so thank you. Except for the UFCs. I'm done buying their stupid pay-per-views because it doesn't even work on ESPN Plus anyways. I was only going to get the pay-per-view if the Neanderthal was on it, but seeing Frimpong get his ass kicked was pretty convincing too. Spoke too soon. Man, disappointing. Topallaj, Frimpong versus Nafuka would not be interesting, but they're friends, or would be interesting, but they're friends, so it wouldn't happen. Dude, that was crazy, man. Denis was too good. What's up, JJ? Ooh. I would rather just jump off the highest building and end it there. Frimpong won, third round TKO, 44 seconds into the third round. Frimpong won. Frimpong won. You gassed up the second round too much. Apparently I did. You know what? I cursed it, bro. I will take that on the chin. I will take that on the chin. Just booked my ticket for the Holzer event. More than 60% of the tickets gone in the pre-sale. Pretty crazy. Dude, that's going to be so much fun. I can't wait to go to an Octagon event someday, but I think I'm... KSW Coliseum 3 is going to be in 2027, they said. And I think I'm going to save up and go to that. That would be unreal. That would be unreal. Damn, dude, he was on his way to winning too, it feels like. Denis Frimpong won TKO in the third round. All right, main event next. And then, guys, we're going to jump over to UFC. Speaking of UFC, you know what? I'll make that stream live for you guys right now. Again, on the judges' scorecards, it wasn't a comeback, but, you know, it was a comeback. It was a comeback. Shout out to the over 100 people watching right now, guys. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Smash that like button, vote in the poll question. Yeah, Dustin, I've told you a couple times now. I've already told you a couple times now. Frimpong won. Should have been 2-0. Topallaj, that second round was dominant as fucking. He hurt him on the feet multiple times. Weird judging. 100%. 100%. Tisha fight was all right. All right. Did she win? Raquel's not a baddie, by the way. Raquel's not even fighting. No problem, Dustin. No problem. Hey, no worries, Billy. Thank you so much for joining. We'll see you next time. We're streaming the rest of the weekend, by the way. UFC after this, and then we're going all night. Pancrase, blood. I forget what number, but another blood show. 30 fights, 4 hours. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I'll get 2-1 Tisha awaiting scorecards. Choosing the crowd and pissed me off. That's it. Don't leave it up to the judges. Honestly, the best Dana White quote of all time. We might get a split decision. And Frimpong being announced as the winner. All right, I'm just making my UFC stream public. There, you guys should be able to see it now. You should be able to see it now. Again, we'll jump over to UFC right after this card because I know we're already a little bit into the UFC card right now. All right, so here we go. I just made it public. All right, there it is. Yes, he did. Third round TKO. Now the trash talk starts again. I hate this guy. He just lost. He just got TKO'd in the third round. 29-28. Oh, there you go. All right, well, let me... I can't believe I'm complaining, but I'm complaining that UFC's starting too early. All right, there we go. I had Tisha. They live in Colorado, right? Both of them? That's where Pennington and Tisha posted up. One of my friends is sitting behind Holzer at this event. No way. That's awesome. Yes, he did. Third round TKO. Yes, I was able to snipe her at even money. End of the third. Nice. Pinheiro minus 110 with plus 3.5 spread hits. Pinheiro robs his Bipolar Express. He lost via TKO. Frimpong won. Do you think Abbas Magomedov could beat any of the top 10 middleweights rankings in the UFC? It'd be tough. I'm trying to see what one. I'm just scrolling quick to see if there's like one potential name. I mean, Imavov, they both gas. I am not an Imavov truther personally. I think his win streak's impressive, but like, I don't know. I mean, maybe I don't know. He beats Dolidze. And maybe Paulo Costa. Basically, other guys who gas. Kinda don't really care for this main event. Honestly, undercard was better. Frimpong versus Gaethje next fights. Oh, okay. Okay. We realistically don't even know how many more fights Gaethje like has left because he's just kind of. I mean, I know in his mind he's like, title, I want the title again, but it's like you're fighting for a huge paycheck still at this point because like he always was getting performance bonuses and things like that. And you know what? He's earned to be able to just like, I want this big fight. He's earned that. He's entertained us enough. I think we're going to see some short title reigns at 205 and 185 and 170, which honestly is not a bad thing. Same, I don't really care about this main event. I was live at their first fight, boring as hell. I think he can definitely make a run. I'm excited to see his rematch with Vahejos eventually in the UFC, though. Because Vahejos is going to be an absolute beauty the more he develops. All right. Oh, I got fucking, like, some dust or something in my nose. Or allergies acting up, maybe. Anyways. Alexander Poppeck, 17-5 as a pro. He's the favorite in this one. No contest in his last fight. Beat Jeremy Kimbo's 19-10. Lost a split decision, close split decision against Pavol Langer in their last matchup almost 2 years ago. Beat Zawada. Again, 17 losses at that point, and beat this 4-0 guy. So, I mean, Alexander Poppeck just, I don't know, has not impressed me too much in his last little run, despite going 3-1-1. And I can kind of say the same for his Slovak counterpart here, opponent. Pavol lost his last fight against Will Fleury, got knocked the fuck out. Before then, beat Mark Ducis, who again, respectable opponent, who was 9-3. Lost to Vimola, who's still doing pretty good. And then, yeah, as the win against Poppeck and a split decision against Rafael Xavier. 11 KO TKOs, 5 decisions. Please knock him out. 5 KO TKOs, 5 submissions. I mean, he's pretty well-rounded. I know it's not for the belt this time around, guys, but I'm going for Poppeck. Let's fucking go. Going with the favorite. What's up, buddy? Honestly, Denis Frimpong having that beef with Patty and getting choked out probably worked out for him long-term since he's not that bad of a fighter and he's going to keep getting big opportunities. Super deep talent and a lot of style matchups that cause problem depending on who's is holding the strap. Absolutely. And I dig that. I know probably the UFC like wants a star that they can like have long-term. Gone are the days of Silva, Jones, GSP. Shoot, even Usman. He had it for a little while as well. But I kind of like that. That just means there's more talent. That just means the sport is that much better. I was talking to Ali Abdelaziz, and they said that he is champion quality, but his gas tank has to be better. They now convinced him to live permanently in America, so I'm excited to see how he develops. Yeah, he's got a lot of talent, 100%. It's just he can't put it all together for full 3 rounds in the UFC, it seems like. I'll go head-to-head and pick the dog here. Let's go, let's go, let's go. All right, main event coming up. Is it? It's not 5 rounds, is it? No, 3 rounds. Thank goodness, thank goodness. Well, hopefully the good vibes of this card, i.e. so many finishes. We've had 2 or 3 decisions, 7 KO TKOs. 3 decisions, 7 KO TKOs. The UFC could have had a star if John Jones wasn't such a pussy at heavyweight. That is true. That is true. John Jones doing his best NBA impression, doing his best soccer impression in the UFC. Jungwirth and Eckerlin are the best part about OKTAGON. 1 former hooligan and 1 pimp. And you know what? I mean, how can you not like Buchinger as well, right? Even at his age, still Going out swinging in his losses and still putting on good performances in his wins. I mean, what a legend. Poppeck versus Vosgrone next. Doesn't matter the outcome today. Dude, I love how dialed 999 is to this promotion because I obviously follow like a lot of promotions, so I'm not like all into all of them. So like I appreciate having you guys here for these particular shows. You know, we have like a few who like are very much into KSW in particular. So it's just fucking awesome, and I appreciate all you guys. We have an awesome community here. And yeah, can't wait to keep streaming today. UFC next. It's already started. The stream is up. So go check it out. Here, I'll share the link in the chat so you guys can go and like it. Yeah, I wasn't going to stop OKTAGON to start UFC, man. Everybody and their dog is streaming UFC right now, so. We'll catch the end of the prelims on the UFC and the entire main card. And then all of blood tonight. That was like Pancrase blood, baby. He's a heavyweight. When was it? I don't know if it was his last fight. But I saw, like, I've seen one of his recent fights. I don't know if it was the last one. What's up, Robert? There should be big MMA promotion in Europe to compete with the US and to push the sport. US like 40 million inhabitants. Honestly, though, like a lot of KSW guys who come to the UFC do well. It's just not as big as far as having as many fighters on the roster. The UFC will never. No one will compete with the UFC in our lifetime, guys. But like KSW, OKTAGON, shoot, I mean, let's be honest, their talent's better than Ryzen right now. Their talent's better than Road FC. One abandoned MMA, so whatever. Vosgrona ain't making light heavyweight if he cuts a leg off. Just bleed! Imagine putting on weight for years to fight at a higher weight class than ducking the fighters. It wasn't April. I might have missed it then. Because I know I did a couple KSW cards over OKTAGON recently. But Robert, having said it, like, I don't think it's I don't know about lifetime, but I get you. Well, I'm gonna be dead in 2 years, so in my lifetime. If I make it to 35, I will honestly be so surprised. So there you go. Maybe not in Janjiroba's dad's lifetime. Or maybe not, or maybe in Janjiroba's dad's lifetime, but not in my lifetime. But yes, this I agree with 100%. It drives me nuts, man. It drives me absolutely nuts. And it's less about it being Aspen. Like, I don't care who it is, bro. You need to watch It Was Wild. I will. Hold on. I'm making a note of it right now. Fucking Showtime and HBO don't even do boxing anymore. No 50 plus boxing fan would have guessed that. Isha, I know you wouldn't duck Hank if you spent that long getting to his weight class. Bro, I would fight Hank 3... Well, I mean, I'd probably get my ass kicked because he is an MMA fighter. But, like, No Chill said the same thing. He's like, we would come in a weight class or two below. Now, I would rather help fund the thing versus participate. But if it came down to it, yes. Park looking sharp. Good. I like Hernandez. He's a Minnesota guy. Well, he went to St. Mary's, but... And he's my buddy's friend. But yeah. I went with the Korean as well. My UFC picks and predictions are up, ladies and gentlemen. If you do want to go check those out, I mean, you can sift through it. Park looking sharp, backpack engaged. All right, Pavol in the cage. How do you think fantasy match Kieta versus Parnese would be a top fight of the two top quality fighters? They only don't go to the UFC because they earn more money in their organizations. 100%. I think Saladin would still win, but he'd make it a grappling affair. Easiest pick of the night, to be honest. I don't know about that. Hernandez isn't dangerous, but he's a very good grappler with some decent boxing in the pocket. Having said that, I do think the Korean wins. Wait, did he already win? Dude, he's not, I mean, I know him personally, so maybe that's why he's not random. He went the distance with that other Japanese grappler. But damn. But I do think, by the way, the Korean Hung Sung Park is way more well-rounded. They haven't fought yet. Park submitted him. Attaboy. Yeah, dude, Hernandez not easy to submit, so that's awesome. I didn't pick Hernandez to win, but I did like him as an underdog because I thought maybe if it went the distance, he could do a little bit more. I mean, he is kind of like, he's a contender series guy who like will win one, lose one, win two, lose two kind of guy. I don't know if the UFC will cut him after this loss. Do they kind of like putting him up against these types of guys? Because wasn't it Ray Tetsura? They had a good fight with. I think he was the easiest pick for the line. Do you think that it's a disadvantage in MMA that most Westerners have boxing, kickboxing background instead of wrestling? I disagree. Wait. I think you got it mixed up. Definitely more Westerners have wrestling and grappling than boxing and kickboxing. It's more Europeans who have more kickboxing and boxing than wrestling. So like I think it's the opposite. You need a wrestling background to be able to do MMA. You can't just rely on jiu-jitsu as your ground game anymore, or judo. Really? Damn. Yeah, for sure. I was joking on my prediction video and saying if Gomes doesn't get a knockout in this one, they should just cut her even if she gets a win. Because she looks so good on the regional scene. She looks so good in her first two fights, and then it's just, man, even in her wins, has not looked great. Yeah, I mean, you have to be well-rounded now. You have to be well-rounded now. Or, a la Pereira and Kalaev, you're going to run into a guy who is more well-rounded than you, or is more comfortable in other disciplines, and they will expose the weaknesses, right? Dude, shout out to Park. He's good. Man, these Korean guys coming in who don't just beat cans in Wulin Fang and Kunlun are damn good. These guys coming out of Black Combat, coming out of Road FC, and I know he came out of kind of a more unique one, but shout out to him. Again, I like Hernandez. He's a good guy. And I think he's a good grappler, but not good enough. Not good enough there. Which I didn't even pick my boy from Minnesota. Yeah, dude. More wrestlers than not come out of the States, I would say. Way like kickboxing's not big out here. Boxing is, but like I feel like people who box usually stay in boxing. Nice, dude. I hope to visit someday. I'm going with Poppeck. I think he's going to get the win here. No decision in this one. He's gonna get the knockout. Road to UFC might have something finally. It's been slim pickings recently. But they are bringing Australians to the next one, which is going to be awesome. We went over that last night. But finally, we got another prospect from Road to UFC. Not named Ancho Jubilee. When is Jubilee fighting? When is fucking Jubilee fighting, ladies and gentlemen? That is the question. The guy who thinks he's better than Khabib. Radim. Poppeck looking in good shape here for this one. I think Max Holzer's the real deal from Germany. He can compete in the UFC. I think so too. And his striking's just getting better. Yeah, the boxers with hands stay in boxing. Or the boxers who don't have great hands will go to BKFC and scrap it up. Again, guys, we will be covering UFC right after this fight. Yo, what's up, Amberly? Yo, it's an American, Manshur Kara. Leave it to an American of East Indian descent to save India. He's so good. He's the Fury champ right now, Ben. He fought in bare knuckle MMA before coming in, and he's a grappler first and foremost. He's fucking awesome. I'm so excited for him to come into the UFC. All right, here we go, guys. Here we go. Main event of the evening, Octagon 71. What an amazing card. Come on. Don't let these guys stink it up like they did in their last fight. We need a finish to wrap up this card of amazing knockouts, ladies and gentlemen. Round 1. Let's get it on. High kick attempt by Poppeck. Poppeck with some pressure early, trying to keep Langer outside that center line. Oh, a nice 1-2 by Langer. 4:35. Oblique kick, but not a lot of pop on it. Oh, big right hand by Poppeck as he stepped back and evaded that counter right by Langer. Langer looking for low kick. Oh, body kick by Poppeck. Left hand by Poppeck. Langer falls to the ground. Langer trying to invite Poppeck into the guard. He's saying, hell nah. Hell nah. Lends him back up to his feet. High kick attempt by Poppeck. He ain't dicking around here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh! Poppeck just dropped Langer! Right uppercut by Poppeck! Poppeck with the right hand! Langer's hurt! Langer eats the left! Left and right! Langer holding on to the cage for dear life. Cut off his fingers! 3 minutes and 52 seconds on the clock. What are you doing, ref? He literally grabbed the cage and that's what saved him. Poppeck with the right hand, and Langer falls to the ground, head first into the canvas. It is fucking over, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go. What a win. No fucking doubt. No fucking doubt. These refs are all Cristioni. Holy fuck. Showed up just in time to find out my volume was too loud. Damn. Holy shit. What a card. What a card. What a knockout. And this ref literally shaved years off his life. Holy shit, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit. I'm having a great weekend, Amerly. Having a great weekend. All right, guys, we're going to go jump over to UFC. Give me like 10 minutes. I'm going to make another coffee, and then we're going to jump into wherever we're at on the UFC card. I know it says it starts at 4:30 my time or 5:30 Eastern. We'll start earlier, I promise. That's it. We're jumping over to UFC in about 5 minutes. I know we're like 2 fights into the UFC. I got Denis Gomes in the next one. We may cover that. I might jump on for that one, or it might be right at the end of it, but we are going over to UFC. Here's the UFC stream, guys. They wanted you to be able to make it to UFC before the next fight started. Poppeck had the opportunity to fight in the UFC, but unfortunately, he had to fight Jamal Hill in Contender Series. He's a top-level fighter. Not a joke, he's dead. Okay, perfect. Poppeck versus Fleury or Vosgrone would be amazing. Bro got put in a coffin. They're ragging it, so he'll make the Denis fight. Nice. Yeah, I just want to make another coffee and maybe switch my hat. Who knows? All right. One more time. UFC stream. We're going to be live. I'll say 10-15 minutes max. 10-15 minutes max. Not 35 minutes. We'll be live before that. Don't worry. I'll adjust it here in a little bit. But go like it. Join us in the live chat, and we'll see you guys in a few minutes. Thank you to everyone who joined us for almost the entire Octagon stream. That was a lot of fun. There were some awesome knockouts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 KO TKOs. Only 3 fights went the distance, and out of all the KO TKOs, only 2 were outside of the first round. 1 in the second, 1 in the third. So great show again. It is over. But we're hopping over to the UFC now. Starched him bad. Gotta love Octagon. We'll see you guys in the UFC 10-15 minutes. I know it says 35. I'm gonna grab a coffee. I'm not gonna take my sweet ass time, but yeah, I'm just gonna take a little bit of a break here. Grab some more coffee. Drain the main vein, and then we'll be back to go. I was going to say balls deep and deep, but no, all in on UFC and then pancreas blood later. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Of course, hey, I cover everything. Robert. Guys, if you want to see everything that I cover on the channel, I'll show you, Robert. I cover more than just the UFC, but, UFC's next, so we're going to cover that. As you can see here, Luke's out of Mexico, KSW, Black Combat, PFL Deep. There's KSW there. Tough Enough, Cage Warriors, BFL, WoW, ACA, OKTAGON. As you can see, one championship. FCR out of fucking FCR is out of Sweden, right? Yeah, we cover everything, my man. Thank you so much, guys. We will see you in a few minutes for UFC. Smash that like button and subscribe. And always remember, I
don't give a fuck if the decision's rigged!
You